I'm sorry, AW, for startling you for putting on metal music because you weren't paying attention to the screen. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the show, everybody. How are you doing today? This is Dragonlance, our Tuesday show. And I can tell you we have something special to discuss at the top of the show because they had a secret show afterwards. I'm pretty sure secret is going to be universal through all the shows we do on EFP. I think that's just something that's sticking around. So with that, we're going to talk about the secret time that happened before, or say after last episode, and it's a doozy of a piece. And now, I will remind you, last episode ended with Diana's character, Velina, showing up laying in the middle of the floor where all the wizards are doing this research. And then something else happened. And now our players have a really crummy choice to make, and I did not put them in this situation. They wouldn't leave well enough alone. We'll see you in 2 minutes, everybody, to see how this goes. Well, hello everybody. It's been a wild ride. I hear random music in the background from somebody. I don't know who that is out of our group. Yo, don't play that. Wow, savage. Drew's already getting into character, everybody. Welcome everyone to the show. If you've not been to a Dragonlance, a Song of Lance and Fire, I forgot to say this last couple episodes, mostly because I don't care, but it's rated R for those who don't know, and you're going to find out why probably tonight and every other episode of the 28 we've done so far. This has been a wild ride, and I feel like tonight was the first time that murder hobos found out why digging too deep causes problems. And we had a secret time after the show. a secret time. And you have to remember, this entire group already went off the beaten path. There is no going to Palanthas in this adventure. There's no maps. I went and dug out 2nd edition stuff, and I'm fine with that. I love when players decide to do something different. Actually, my favorite thing about GMing. But then they dig too deep over and over again. And I gave Moxie's character, Evren, a sphere of annihilation made by a powerful wizard named Mogan. Or Mogin. Mogin is an old character from another game that I've ran, and he believes in destroying the Towers of High Sorcery. That is his entire goal, his entire concept. He believes that the towers and limiting wizards' power does nothing but give the people who run the towers more. Real corpo mentality these towers have, right? So this guy has been creating artifacts as a powerful wizard, trying to make the perfect version of Sphere of Annihilation. And Evren got one of these for Ispin when Ispin Greenshield died at the very beginning of this series. That's right. I gave a Sphere of Annihilation to somebody at the beginning of a game. Yeah, that's the kind of GM I am. That's what I did. And I warned that it is a very dangerous thing. Dangerous thing, right? Very dangerous. And they wanted to learn how it works so they could control it because they are a cleric of destruction. Now, I put Mallory's character and Moxie, in a bad position on purpose for 20-something episodes to figure out what they wanted to do. So after the show last night, and you'll remember during the show, they decided to keep digging and researching these books. And when they opened the journals of this powerful wizard, Mogan, the words would fly off the page and hit the box that the sphere is in etch it. Finally, they ask for Weehan's help. They open a book after hours, and they do read magic, and they try to decipher the code that's there to figure out how and what in the hell this thing is. They set off the trap, and now I will warn. I said he has contingencies. He's a man of curses. He does trap things. I said it numerous times, not once. Every journal, actually, I said it. And they dug anyway. And across this large rotating table to pass information, like 3-tiered lazy Susans, like the best dim sum table of all time. Across the table is Terran, and to his side is Hagen, and to the side of that person is one of the mothers of Weehan, the one that's alive, that helps run the library. They misread it, and a disintegration spell went off. And instead of Weehan getting hit square in the chest, her mother, being a white robe and a person of protection, and that being her daughter, dove in front with a contingency spell that she has to be able to go first, and took the hit, and I failed my save. So Weehan's mother's dust in the wind. And the thing I was telling Drew to not play in case it came through is he started playing Dust in the Wind in the background. So we are starting in that situation as Dopper opens the doors saying something has happened. All the mages behind him are panicking and freaking out as Valina from Monday's show in her Kalamon and her Solamnic Knight of the Sword tabard is laying on the floor in the middle of the room. All of that happened in a matter of literally like 10 seconds. Reed, disintegrate, door, body, shit's going wild. And he opened the door, she got hit with the disintegration. So I'm going to bring our cast on, and we're going to start right from secret time. I feel like the conversation we're going to have is not going to be a good one. Because Weehan is scary. So, hi everybody. How scary? Oh no, that's the wrong map. Stop grabbing the wrong map, damn it. I hate this thing. So I will do that meanwhile. We are in the middle of a horrible situation. Weehan, your mother stepped in the way and gets disintegrated. What is your response and how do you handle this? And yes, you are reading over the shoulder of Everin, so 100% force saving throw death is acceptable.
Say that one more time.
It said 100% force saving throw death from behind is
Okay,
acceptable.
gotcha.
She killed your mom. I mean, if you want to push it that way.
Okay, I see what you mean.
She killed my sister.
That's not true.
Bite me.
You don't know that.
Weehan is her face just goes pale, and she immediately is going to take the book that is in front of Eberyn and slam it close.
When you slam it
And-
closed, the rest of the letters fly out of it, and they start impacting areas in the room. Everybody at the table needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Maybe slam was too strong of a
Too
word.
late.
It's too late now.
Can't rewind
Oh,
now,
damn it.
girl. Don't worry, what could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Everything. Everything. Can
So many things, actually.
So many things can go wrong. Where is my... Where is this? So what do we got? Well, I'll go from the top down. Taryn, what's your dexterity saving throw?
I haven't rolled it yet because I was wondering if like my shield could be on the table, if I could.
Nope.
snap it up real
No,
quick,
you guys
but
are all
no.
fucking studying for 8 hours. Oh shit, I
Yeah.
forgot you were all studying and a spectacularly horrible thing just happened. Every save's a disadvantage.
Okay, so mine is just at a walk then, because I have advantage on all dex checks.
Yep.
Cool.
And,
Well, that
and,
makes it
and
considerably worse.
Kelly would like to point out that technically Moxie killed her own sister.
I didn't do anything.
Technically.
I casted Revivify. I tried to fix the situation.
Technically speaking. Technically. All right, turn this back on.
So even based on the fact of what we just saw happen, we are still caught off guard by this.
Yeah, because everyone just watched someone get disintegrated and you slam the book shut and then that
We
went
were a
off.
little distracted.
100%.
Even Weehan?
Yeah, yeah, you slammed the fucking book shut.
Your
You're
mother
you are
just
at ground
disintegrated.
zero
We're
of the
still
bomb.
fine.
Nope.
We're still fine.
But don't worry, everybody. We have plenty of damage for inspiration cards.
Don't need it, hopefully.
I'm going to take damage for inspiration.
All right, that's one. All right. I will start gathering them once I know how many people need one.
So I'm going to change that 1 to a 13
With the roll?
so that I rolled a 13 and a 1, so I'm going to. I need to use one of these cards so that I have inspiration and it.
No, buddy. That's not how inspiration works. Inspiration's a
Oh
reroll.
fuck! No, that's right. That's.
Yep.
That is
That's not a
a
watch, it's a
sweet
reroll.
dream you have right now, though.
Well,
It's a really good. I wish that's how shit worked to dream.
oh! Okay, you're right. I had disadvantage. I rolled a 1. I take damage for inspiration. I rolled a 19 on the die. That is much better.
It is better. That's actually
lot
much
better.
better. You're not dead yet.
Good.
We'll see. All right, let me see if I can fix this here. I need to grab the other one. Trying to get the right map on the table.
Audience, did somebody roll me 2d6, please, so I can see how much damage I take?
Yeah, explanation point 2d6. Anybody else using inspiration? Is Hagen going to need an inspiration?
Yes, I had a great roll until disadvantage hit, so I'm going to also take
There we go.
damage for inspiration, please.
All right, so that's 2. Need another person to roll me 2d6. All right. I will go into our lovely StreamLoots and get as many of those things off as we can. 12.
Oh, Jesus. God damn, OR.
Oh, wow. The
It's a
savage.
really good thing that your
That happened
AC
yesterday.
is so high.
Oh, come on!
No,
Did you get to
it has
two?
nothing to do with AC. I just take the
11.
hit.
Well, no, I'm saying for the rest of whatever's about to go down.
Yeah, it's adorable.
You'll be
You
hit
think
less
there's
than the rest
attack
of us.
rolls from a mage. That's adorable. All right, so that's 2 of them. Who else needs inspiration?
It depends.
No, it doesn't. You choose.
I don't know your DC.
Because I won't tell you. That is how this game is played.
Can I use a +2 to Dex instead?
If you would like to. If you think
Okay.
that it's green, though, you can't then go back on it and take something else. That's the only problem. Because you can't stack green cards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 2 from Bear the Crusader right now. Is Hagen taking one? Hagen took one. Taryn took one.
Yep. We both
Is
took one.
Weehan taking one?
I'll also take a +2 to Dex.
I say 2 + 2 to Dexes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna use 2 from Bear for the other ones, and then we're gonna use Dex ones. +2s to Dex. We'll take one from KJ, and we'll take one from AW. I think. No, serving hands. AW has a charisma one. Okay. Now what do you guys have?
19.
18.
So 18 and 19. Hagen.
Pretty 20.
Okay.
Woo!
Taryn.
If I don't get my shield bonus, then it's 19.
You don't. Anyone who has an 18 or higher is okay. As you dodge the glyphs, they mark parts of the room and disintegrate small 1-foot sections.
We are leaving right now.
Dopper is staring into the room and goes, "You will no go nowhere. You don't get to leave when you destroy things in the library, especially not her."
Bless
Oh
you.
yeah.
Weehan is going to get right up in Dopper's face and say, "That was my mother."
Before words come out of your mouth and you get to his face, I need you to make me a perception check because you can see the inside of the room now.
But can I? Let's see.
The glyphs and the mother thing just makes me want to say word to your mother. I don't know why.
That's not. No, that's pretty bad. That's a 9.
Would you?
Sorry,
Do you
folks, I'm
have a
feeling bad.
bond ideal or flaw to get inspiration to reroll?
Sorry, I'm getting my knightly beard in order. I don't have the handlebar mustache that goes down to my chin, so work with what I got.
And it's per session, not per long rest, correct?
It's per session for what?
For the
Yeah, it's
bonds,
per
ideals,
session.
and flaws.
Yeah, it's per session. That's how we've been running it. Because we don't really do resting as much as a normal party would, sitting around and doing
Yeah,
dumb shit.
so, you know, I am going to say... I was going to just take it as a failure, but I think that logic, emotions must not cloud our logical thinking is very
Very
appropriate
suiting to Weon.
for this situation right now.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so let's do it.
Uh-huh.
That's not much better. That's a 12.
What I will tell you in the room is there is mass chaos and pandemonium setting in to all the wizards of high sorcery that are here. You know that they're closed. You know this library is regularly used to make sure that things are handled correctly. They do all their studying here, all that kind of stuff, right? But with the situation, they don't look like they're studying or anything. They all have wands out, books out, focus implements out, and they're all pointing at a portal above her that you couldn't see because of the door frame that she fell out of. And growing out of it is black, shadowy vines.
So that sounds real fucking cool, though.
It's very metal.
Yep.
Could I roll an Arcana to see if this is the symbol of anybody in particular, or...
No symbol.
No? Okay. It's just some magic.
It
up
would
in
be
there.
more, it is magic of some form. Without detect magic or walking into the room and making an Arcana as an action, you would not know.
I think that she's about to tell Dopper off, but her face will kind of go slack as she looks over and she goes, "What? What is that?"
Dopper goes, "I
What?
don't know. What is that?" And he points over your shoulder at the dust, like landing on Everin, on your back, on the table.
It's mom.
How did you let this happen,
How
Weehan?
did I let this happen? I was trying to prevent something like this from happening.
Who did it then? Someone did it?
Look, I thought that somebody would be able to give some sort of disclaimer, not have these books being brought up like you all.
Your
knew what
mother
was going to
trusts
happen
you,
here.
Weehan. That's why you're allowed to look at these things.
Yes, of course she does.
Killed-
but a little bit of a disclaimer could have been
You killed the
particularly
wordsmith for the
helpful.
Planetus Library. You murdered your
Oh.
mother and the wordsmith. I can't
You
believe this.
don't
And he
you
turns around
even.
and he starts shutting the doors.
Oh shit.
I'll give you an action. What would you like to do, Weehan?
I cast hold person.
Fuck.
That's what I was gonna go for behind you. I'm so proud.
But she didn't tell you it was going to be on you, so she could run. All right.
Don't have to be faster than the bear, just faster than your friend.
Okay, what's my
Gotta be
DC?
quicker than that.
Guess what? I'm full of fucking lies. That's not on my spell list.
Oh, even better.
It is not on my spell list.
I'm assuming I don't get to have an action.
Not yet.
Does
I
he
want to
have
know what
some
she
cool,
does
like,
first.
Okay.
Ugh.
Bone twisting power where you can just lock her skeleton in place. And
I mean, I assume that's what her whole
thing.
person does, to be
That would be
honest.
so cool.
That would be lovely.
The
I'd be
rack is what it's called.
absolutely
It just-
fine with this.
You can do it in Pathfinder.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want to hurt them, you know?
Better
Like,
game. Excuse me.
It's called Bone Shaker.
But okay, god damn it. I can't believe this is what I have to do instead.
Actually, it doesn't hold them. It just moves them around like a bone, which is cool.
Actually, no, you know what? Let's do
Kylo just dropping cards right now.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Gonna need them.
We
Okay.
sure will.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and burn the command roll.
Jesus, Kyle.
Woo! Kyle's like, yo, I heard you guys were in trouble, and I'm here to help.
We might
You're not
be.
wrong.
Okay, so that right there is going to be a DC 16 to
Were you doing the
save.
McDonald's song there? What the fuck was that?
Yes.
I didn't want it. Everyone,
I'm killing him. Right? That's the plan, right?
Right? That's the words. That's what Grimace says, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Hey, look,
fine,
it's
fine.
Grimace's birthday month.
It is. He's
You
got a
know
purple.
that.
He's got a purple shake.
He sure does.
All right.
God.
Well, give me your.
It's what Grimace would have wanted.
Give me your DC, girl.
16.
I failed.
Buttes. Okay. I'm gonna just tell him, don't move
His,
a muscle.
his hands are like holding the door, and he's like looking around. He's like, "We have to shut it. We don't know what this is. If it gets into your room, we could be in trouble.
Why is that?
Cause it's full of important books." And he's just holding the door. Behind, you see the woman start to stand up off the ground.
She's not dead.
Perrin gets up and picks up his shield.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do since you just spoke? What would you like to do? Action is your. Well, actually, it would be. It's on the table. It's not even action. You have an action and a move left. What do you want to do? Weehan casted a spell and moved to the door.
Yeah, he's going to. Is my passive high enough to realize something is going on in there?
I mean, you could hear the people going, "Why? What was that?" And then you just hear them arguing. It's like a bunch of intellectuals arguing about how you make a nuclear bomb. Like, they're just arguing the mathematics, but the arcane, like, no, that has to be transmutation. No, it can't be because they teleported from somewhere, and they're all arguing in there.
Yeah, he'll pick up his shield and he'll move to the door as well.
Okay, so Dopper's in the way. You could walk under him. You can see across. You see a woman standing up. She is wearing a tabard. She has the sword on it, column on colors. She's got a black metal gauntlet on both hands, actually. This one has a gem on it, and she pulls a flail out and attaches it to that, like takes her hand off and attaches a flail to her hand.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same person from the temple before we got to Kalamon? Because that was a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a woman.
Well,
That's
he's
it,
definitely focused on that.
You are correct. It is
I was
a
gonna
very
say, he
similar
also-
concept.
Yep.
Lena. Hold on, I know her.
so
Do you say that loud enough for the party to hear?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, I know her. I'll kind of walk over, not like in
her
melee range.
her Solamnic stuff is out in the open, right?
Yeah, it's basically a Kalman tabard with the Knight of the Sword on it.
Got it. I will draw my sword and move into the room.
When you start to move in the room, there is a distinct odor amongst the room. and it's emanating like from like where all the wisdom stuff are, like ozone being burned from them getting spells ready. There's the distinct smell of decaying leaves from fall, like like how they rot, and that smell from the vines growing out. But there's another like smell behind all of that. I would like to ask you to make me a history check, please.
This is what I think it is. I'm gonna scream.
Does it have anything to do with Solemnic Nights? This check?
Not particularly.
Okay. It's not great. I rolled an 8, which makes it a 12.
The smell, I'm trying to think of when you might have smelled it. I don't know if there's anything like it. It burns your nose, is what I would say. It hurts. Like tear gas. Nose, eyes, lips start to burn. And all the mages kind of start going like this as well. So you're moving into the room. She is 60
survival?
foot into the room. Nope, you already made your check. You're 60 foot. She is 60 foot into the room. Are you moving all the way in, or are you just moving into the doorway?
I'm guessing it was like 15 to 20 to the doorway from where I was sitting. So I will move into the room just so that I am.
Because you're in this little
there and
tiny
I can-
section here, and they're about where the private section marker is.
Sorry, I'm.
We're in the lower left-hand side of it.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it now.
So you're in this little room. This is that like private study that's walled off, and they are about where that first marker is in the center. This whole private section is a huge 40-foot tall library, multiple shelves that can move. There's spiral staircases that go up and down, like into a basement and above. And then the center, there's this circled area where mages or intellectuals will get together to study. And that's where they're at, and she appeared there, like next to the table.
I'm going to move into the room so that I can protect, because Weehan is still behind me in the doorway.
Yeah, like if I'll move you off to the side. So the order would be like that. And Dopper is. Do you want Dopper behind you, like right here then?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
And he's gone. He's not currently here. All right. So then, if that's the case, I'll put you guys kind of in that marching order. Everin is in here as well. So I'm going to go to next in order. Hagen, you said you know her. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to move closer, and I will. I'll say to her like, Lena, Tharkassus, it's me, Hagen. We know each other. We have.
Are you yelling the 70, 80 foot? Okay. When she looks up, you see a flicker of gold and black slitted eyes on her. And she says, I wish for death. Mark another one off. You see the ruby on her gauntlet start to glow. The eyes appear. This weird smoke starts to appear around her. This, like, yellow, sickly green smoke as it's just billowing from her mouth. Then I would ask Everin, what do you want to do?
I want to grab my box off the table.
Okay, done. It's already shut. We haven't even opened it.
Yeah. I want it back in my
So you
bag
move and
before
you
someone
grab
can
it.
try to swipe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say you can use an impartial to pick it up. You won't have it in your
Okay.
bag. If you want to use an action, you can put it away.
I want to put it all the way away,
All right.
and then I'll use my movement to get to the door.
But you have to move. Oh, I guess you could spin the table to you and just grab
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
spin the table, grab it,
Yep,
stuff it in your
fine.
bag.
Fucking Susan.
And you're going to go which way? This way? Like out towards the private section?
Like, to the doorway so I can
public,
see
I mean?
into where Valina is.
Oh, you're going to go up and look in. So there's everyone
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo style peering around Dopper who can't shut the doors because he's under a spell. Okay, just making sure
Sucks
that
to
I have
suck,
that.
bud. Yep.
Well, with that happened, I need everyone to roll me initiative.
All right. Once I heard I wish for death, like, that's what made Everin go. Because otherwise, I was going to just.
Oh, no. No. Only Hagen hears it.
Oh. I'll stay anyway. Why not?
I mean, yeah, obviously everyone's at the door. You have no reason not
Yeah.
to be at the door. I'm not arguing
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
So,
I am really sad though that Everin did not hear I wish for death, because she would have been so proud of that in that moment.
I am opening this. I am doing this. I will select all of you, and I will put you in the turn sequence, and then I need to do a GM-y thing here, and I need to pull this out. Okay.
I did my thing. No, I did it.
Where did you go?
It is not letting me.
There it is.
It's not letting me do mine either.
Yeah.
What?
My initiative order.
You should.
No, there it is.
Yeah, you can. I had to click off the banner. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, you're good.
There. Just assume the room is full of wizards. By the way, I don't really have a way to.
It's fine.
Put this many wizards in the room. There's probably at least 20 to 30 wizards in here studying and working. And then I'm just gonna get one wizard because we do need a wizard for Dopper. Dopper deserves a token. I just typed Dopper in like I was gonna find.
Like you were gonna find Dopper.
My bad. Let me just get a wizard one.
Okay.
Come on, wizard. Come on, wizard. That's a good-looking Dopper wizard. This guy looks like a good-looking, just please don't let me die, Dopper wizard.
Yeah.
A religiously fanatic wizard. He does have the ability to cast. He's an okay dude. He doesn't hate anybody. There we go. Come on. Drag. Drag! No, not goblin.
And also now he's a goblin.
He's a goblin wizard. No, he's not. He's a normal wizard. Just for some reason my dragon drop isn't working.
Riddles just shows up to
The true goblin wizard.
And it is still being cranky with my initiative here.
I'll type it in for you.
Okay.
Just tell me what it is.
Big 4.
Oh, that's
Hey, that's what I had.
it's a number.
Hey.
That's a
Great.
number.
We're doing great.
You're doing wonderful, people. You're doing wonderful. What could ever go wrong? Oh, this is perfect. Tell me this. Tell me this isn't what you imagine.
That's exactly what Doppler looks like.
Ponzi dude doesn't look like. Well, hello, everybody.
Oh my god. Yeah,
He
that
deserves
sounds right.
that token. So he's in between. With that, I rolled my
days from
initiative.
retirement.
And you said you had what? What was yours? What was yours?
4?
Oh, for some reason your token's fucked up again. Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna delete
it
you.
does that. Okay.
Yeah, I've reattached it a gajillion times. Drag it back out for me really quick.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll fix it again.
Get deleted.
That one's it keeps saying Knight Salamar, which is not what you are. It is Weehan.
I don't know.
I don't either.
That's me. There
There.
we go.
Now can you move it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add you back in. Stop moving it that far. Add you to turn. Now see if you can add it. I apologize.
Yeah. Wow. Nope. Yeah.
Wow, that was it's a roll. I am much higher than that. I have a boy. That's really high. Okay. Okay,
There are a lot of things that could be high.
it's true.
Is it?
With that, I go first on initiative.
Great.
The wizards, all die immediately. All the wizards in that room around her dead. They all melt from foot up to head as the gas pours out in the room. As it's pouring out of her mouth, she looks up at the group, and everyone now can see the gold eyes with the slits. There is the sound of bubbling as her skin starts to bubble off, and scales start to appear from underneath. And as the smoke fills this chamber, you start to hear the building crack and shift. as bookshelves are knocked over, and out of the smoke, at the first person in line, you see a green, scaled head 3 times the size of Terran snap at him. So I'm going to move this creature to the front of the lair.
Cool.
It is that size. And I will make my attack roll.
And that's what
Couldn't have made it to,
Valena
couldn't have made it
picked?
to the forge early, huh?
Turned into.
Yeah, cool.
With that, my bite attack, I
Not
hit
wait to go back
a
and watch that.
31. Which is a good roll for me.
That was to who?
To me.
Okay.
Let's see, this is... and this right now.
This has got to be a dragon 3-headed. Nope. Yesterday I had 5 head Star Drew on that thing. 5 heads. Did I hit you? Can you stop it? Is there anything you can do?
No.
Okay.
No, there's... I can raise my AC by 2 once.
Okay.
Not to 31.
All right. So 6, 7, 8, 16 points of damage as it bites you, and you feel the acid, like this poisonous gas pour out of it, and it starts to bubble your skin. It is poison, and you take an additional 11 points of poison damage as it starts bubbling your skin.
So 27
Correct.
total.
Yep. Now I need a strength roll from you as I try to pull you back through the fog.
Strength roll.
Basically, a strength save.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
I know what tonight was made for.
That is a 16.
Anyone who watched yesterday's episode probably makes sense. Use your Dragonlance. You mean the one that they sure didn't make yet?
Didn't make it yet.
Liam tried to get it done early. He was trying in fear.
I'm going to
Yes, sir.
use my ideal and
Okay, what's your ideal you're using to get your reroll?
the Solomnic Knight one.
Well, I don't know what it is. I don't remember.
My honor
everyone's.
is my life. It's the
Protect
motto
everybody
of
kind of thing. All right, I'll give it to you.
yeah.
Say the line, Bart.
Say it. Say it, Bart.
Est sularas uthmitas.
All right, give me your reroll.
That's better. That's a 20.
A 20. That's not bad. Are you
Not-
comfortable with
probably
that?
not good
Or would
enough.
you like to spend a card for +2 strength?
Yeah, I'll spend a card.
All right, let's see if we have a card. DL. I think actually just +2 to roll. Kyle spent tons of the night. We'll use one of Kyle's out of the gate. All right. That gives you a 22.
Yep.
As it starts pulling you back, what do you grab onto to get out of its grasp? Because you beat it by 1.
He's going to like shield bash it right in the snout. Just boom.
So as it pulls, you get it in, pull it away. As it pulls back in, you see the volume of smoke as my legendary action. It sucks it all back up, and you see its chest expand, and its head go back up to the ceiling. That takes us to me putting things in initiative order. I went. Then it goes to Everin. Everin, from the other room, there is a gigantic, what you to believe to be a dragon, since you've never seen one, only depictions. Bright green, and this entire part of the library is in shambles.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, she has never seen a real dragon now that you say that. She's only seen the clockwork one that they fought.
No, I
so-
mean, very few people have ever seen a dragon,
Yeah.
if any.
Um,
I think, actually, the only person on the show who has actually seen one between... It's just Drew's character from the Prelude. From the Red Dragon that flew by.
And even that was hazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. You gotta make me your fear save.
That's for Drew, I'm assuming.
No.
That's for everybody.
It's gonna be for everybody, and it's on your turn.
Oh, Yeah,
when it appears,
right.
everybody is going to be making a save for a sphere, but I'm just going to do it for each person as we get to them.
Cool. Do I add anything to
that-
that, or is that straight?
Save for
Is that
sphere
wisdom?
is your wisdom save, correct?
23.
Okay, you're not scared. What would you like
My
to do?
personality trait that I wrote down is I can stare down a hellhound without flinching. So I really hope that I
Look,
don't
you and
get
Diana
scared.
have one line in common, and that's the only thing. After that, nothing's the same.
No, exactly. Okay. Seeing what just happened to Taryn, I think even in Everen's mind, because she's like obviously very much all about like destroy the enemy, but is smart enough to know when that is maybe less than possible. So
Run.
is there
Run's an
like
option.
a? Oh no, it's gonna be the option. Get
Yeah, okay.
one moment.
Yeah, just making sure.
Is there like a big pillar or something in there? Like
I mean, the whole
essentially,
ceiling's collapsing right now.
I just want to make a big enough chunk fall on top of it to where it's slowed down. I know there's nothing that'll pin it.
I would say it would be almost impossible in this room. Because
Okay,
it just
well
put its
then-
head through the ceiling, and it came back down just like you were swatting through paper, just carved the top of the ceiling as its head came back down.
Rough. Okay, never mind. We're gonna abandon me trying to be smart about it. Because I was going to, and now I won't.
I mean, there's a door the opposite way where you can just open it and make your way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for at this point, because
when
I
you-
don't have anything
When you run to the door is locked.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I'm
It's to
gonna
stop
blast
people from the
this-
public library from coming in.
Well, that sucks. I'm gonna blast this shit open, and they can repair a lock later.
How are you blasting
They-
it open?
They have bigger problems right now.
I like how you're like, fuck, and just turn and like.
Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do the same stupid thing I did last time to save Ellison, because now I know that it'll work. I'm gonna stand in front of the door and I'm gonna cast Boomerang to myself and use Shockwave.
Boomerang to yourself. Okay. Oh,
Boomerang.
It hurts you though.
Yeah, no, that's the point.
Why not? Oh, because you can't throw it in an object.
I can't. I don't think it says anything about using an object. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that I can. It says against a creature within range, so it
It's
would
not
have to be
creature.
against myself. Yeah.
You're gonna hurt yourself to open a door.
Yeah. Because for Shockwave, with Shockwave, the object that is directly beside me or behind me will take double the damage
Right.
that I do
Oh,
and
I know.
ignores object threshold.
Why don't you just cast shock?
I can't. It is attached to a first level spell.
Oh.
You can't cast it alone. It is an ability that attaches to a spell.
You need a first level spell that doesn't fuck your own shit up. All right, so
Yeah.
how much damage you take for Boomerang? The audience is
He
gonna roll.
said to the two bloodcasters and the person that is harming
I know.
himself.
I know this
'cause they
Yeah,
entire
can't
for
group
real.
doesn't know. I know that.
I'm like
Jesus
the
Christ.
I'm the best about it if we want to make that argument.
I disagree. You have a sphere of
disagree, too.
annihilation.
I do it the least is cause damage to myself.
So how much damage does the boomerang do?
When I tug at the door to know that it's locked, how weak does it feel?
Not.
Because I had to touch it anyway.
I mean, you guys walk through it. They're thick, solid mahogany doors. They're probably
Okay.
magically enchanted. It's a
Yeah, this
fucking
is
important
hand-carved
library, and
mahogany.
this room is like the study for the main private section of the library. So this is like a double lock situation, and almost like an
Okay.
airlock, but it's more like it's a secrets lock. All the secrets stay in this room.
Secret.
Yeah, that,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So what's your damage? So I can have the audience roll.
3d6.
Audience, roll me 3d6.
And I will roll for myself to see if I crit or not.
No, they can roll that too. Roll d20.
Great.
Roll d20 and 3d6. Let's see if they crit. Nah, I mean, it's only fair. You shouldn't be able to do that for yourself. Players should do that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
You
great.
let me roll for myself last time.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do that today. It'll be all right. So as you throw that, what's the damage for Shockwave? Let's do that while they're rolling the d20 and 3d6.
It depends on what my damage is.
Oh, really?
It is double whatever I take and ignores any object threshold whatsoever.
Okay, so a 12 plus whatever your bonus is.
It would be 12 plus 7, 19. 19
enough
and
to
then
hit a door?
double that.
And then what's the damage for the 3d6, everybody?
Oh. Yeah, that was just a hit. Yeah,
That was a
19 is
hit.
good. Because
Okay.
as long as it hits me, it hits the door.
Okay. You don't want to up your armor class? Make sure you don't get hit.
Oh, I will after this.
And 3d6 from the audience.
This I needed to
Don't
be
make
hit,
me
although
roll it.
technically it still
I'll roll
would.
Yeah, 100% will roll
It
it.
still would have hit me even with my consecrated armor.
Sound of
but-
death. I'll just roll. Audience taking too long. 18. No,
There's a
just kidding.
delay.
16 points.
Okay, so 32
No,
points to the
I said
door.
it with the d20 last time.
So 32 points to the door, 16 points to it.
The door cracks. It does not open.
God damn it. Okay.
And you just take the 16.
I just take the 16. Yeah.
Okay, cool. As the 16 hits, the door cracks, doesn't blow open. You see magical glyphs shine when you hit it.
It's fucking shit.
Welcome to a magical land of make-believe called Dragonlance.
Wei Hong, come fix your mom's fucking door.
I can't make all the rolls. It's all right. I got it, AW. Don't you worry, you. That takes us to Hagen. Hagen, you have an idea of what happened, but it doesn't make any sense of that thing.
Yeah, I don't understand how it still worked. It's like, so this might actually be her? Like, was she always this? Was the bargain made with someone, I don't know, posing as her? And they get the power? I don't understand.
Could you
I
give
will
me an
transform-
Arcana check? That is a very good question.
Okay, alright. Natural 20. So that's,
I will message it to you while you decide what you're doing.
okay. Total of 25. Nice.
Okay.
I forgot I'm trained. So I will transform into this like hybrid form between like Hagen and Zolorok.
Okay.
Like before, you know, it's like you flash to someone off camera and you hear that, and then I'm there.
You gotta save budget.
Yeah, gotta save money for the special effects budget.
Right. For the dragon was the entire budget.
Yeah, the dragon.
We've all watched Game of
drained
Thrones.
the whole thing. We're gonna be stuck in this room because it's a capsule episode.
And make sure
Yeah,
my
well,
Starbucks
look,
cup
we
is
didn't
off
build the rest of the
table
city for this
this
episode.
scene.
You got to stay in here.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
So I will transform like that, so that improves some of my defenses, thankfully. And I will then say, I don't know who this is. I'm not sure if it's actually Velena or not. I just don't... Oh, hold on. I'm suddenly getting a secret message. Okay. But she has transformed? Is that what's happened? She's
It
turned into
looks
this-
like it was her, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Helena, if you are in there, I am asking you, complete the bargain and send this thing away. And then I will cast something that will protect my friends and I.
Okay.
It is a spell I have used before, and I am not stalling to look up the name of it.
Is it
because
called
it's blanking.
superprotection.com?
It's called... Yes, it is, actually. Super Protection. You got me. Superprotection.com, the spell. I'm going to cast Heroism
Oh, okay.
on,
Great spell.
Nice.
on myself,
Okay.
on Terran,
Okay.
and on Everin. I can get up to 3 people now.
All right, nice. And what does that give them?
Oh, this little thing called immunity to being frightened, and a couple of temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's weird. Like, once you get the
let's see,
creatures that have
points.
fear-based powers, players always have a way around it. It almost becomes a moot point.
So, you all
Nothing.
have
Nothing has fucked me over more in 5th edition than fear.
5.
I'm
We
not
all
worried about
have
it.
5, what was it, Todd?
5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Sweet.
And if those are used up, you gain them back at the start of your turn.
Sweet.
That's every turn. Heroism's really cool
Every
in 5.
turn.
That's really dope.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
All right.
It's a good one.
Technically speaking, bloodcasters then could use those temporary hit. It's not blood. It has to be blood for bloodcasters. Temporary hit points are not blood;
Yeah.
they're fake.
Aid's the one that gives real hit points.
Yeah, real hit
Yeah.
points extra.
Extra.
All right, cool. So with that, anything else? Are you moving towards the door that she's trying to bust open?
And I will move away-ish.
So back towards the door going into the public library?
Towards, yeah. But I'm still like, Elena, fix this.
Yeah.
You have the power.
Still takes the player's action spell slot to activate the ability. It doesn't matter. It's still not enough. So, you're done. That takes us to Weehan. Weehan, your mother has been disintegrated. I'd like to talk to Weehan for a second here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good old Weehan. How are you doing today?
Oh, you know.
So your mother, where's your mother actually?
Where is she actually?
Yeah, where is her contingency plan for when things go awry in the library, when she gets injured studying or doing stuff? Where is her clone?
I think Tower of High Sorcery.
Not in the library?
Oh.
Okay. So in the Tower of High Sorcery. All right. You know that's where she is. You can treat the situation however you want. What would Weehan like to do with the situation on the screen? And would you like to make an Arcana check to figure out what the fuck this thing is?
Would that count as my action, or is this a free action?
It would unfortunately count as your action.
We will not do that.
You're like,
That.
no. Okay.
Not right now.
Okay.
Because right now, first of all, I have to do my fear check.
You do.
So-
No, you don't. You're immune, right? Didn't Todd make you immune?
No, because nobody
Oh.
likes Weehan.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Let's see. And that's... She has done nothing to fuck y'all over.
Not yet.
You said... Is that... Which one is that? Eric? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom save, yeah.
A wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be... That is a 15.
Are you happy with that?
No, I'm really not.
Would you like to do anything about it?
I would like to go ahead and... Do we have a +2 wisdom?
We have +2 to a roll you can use.
All right, let's do that, please.
All right, so we'll do roll. And we'll use +2 to a roll. Let's go back in the archives here. Yep, I'm going to use the one from Kyle.
Okay.
From an older one. And you got a +2. Are you happy with that?
I think that's as happy as I can be.
That gives you a what?
17.
For the first time in Weehan's life, with all the death that she's dealt with all the creatures she's dealt with, watching her mom get vaporized, chasing Fistan Daedalus across Corinne, you are actually scared.
Cool.
As a matter of fact, creature within this thing, up to 120 feet, they're aware you have to make your save. You failed. You become frightened for 1 minute.
Okay.
A
Fine by
creature
me.
can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on its success. Creature saving throw is successful, or if the ends the effect, the creature is immune to the dragon's frightful presence for 24 hours. Right now, you're frightened for the first
That is-
time in a long time.
That is completely fine because we are going to just keep going on course. Weehan crosses to the door and she casts knock.
Door opens up.
Weehan's dipping. I will actually take this as an opportunity.
All right, I'll take us back to everybody here.
I would like to use a bonus action to expend a key point
Oh, okay.
for Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Since when can you do monk shit? What happened there?
Because she's a monk.
Because you don't know shit about Weehan is what's going on.
Clearly.
And where would you like to go? As you bolt out the door, leaving everyone behind. You're like,
More like wushu.
you're like, knock, boom, door opens, and you fucking bolt.
No, yeah, I am heading out. I'm getting distance in between me and this thing.
Are you going to Ispin's, or are you going to Weehan's shop outside the city?
Where were we discussing as like
I
feel
Ispin's,
like we
you
would
guys were
have-
going to go to Ispin's on the way back, I think is what the group had decided, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
so Ispin's it is.
Okay, so you run I have a question. Do you look back since you're frightened, or you just fucking run?
No, I am leaving.
Okay.
This room, but
Okay.
I'm not going to completely bolt yet.
Well, you can't
and
walk
she's
back
gone-
towards it, so...
Nope, I'm well aware. And she is just going to call back and say, if you value your life, you're coming with me.
It's very true. And that takes us
And
to the next
that's
person.
it.
Next person is Taryn. Taryn, there is a tinge in you. Man, if you had a lance.
Yeah, no shit.
Would you like to make a check on this thing, or are you bolting and shutting the doors as you watch all the mages that were in here just melt?
What the hell is his name? Who's the guy right next to me?
Dopper, D-O-P-P-E-R. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I called
Is
him
Dopper still alive?
Yes. But he's
he can't
not in the
move.
smoke. He's paralyzed. Someone casted a spell on him and I'm fucking stuck.
How long does the command last?
Concentration. And I
So-
make a save each round and I have failed.
Oops.
So I rolled a natural 20 for my dragon fear.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not scared.
So that gives me a 26.
Doesn't matter. You're good. You're not scared of dragon. You're not scared of dragons.
I am going to I'm
Dear
gonna
diary,
push
Moxie's
Dopper
typing an entire library of fucking
I'm
notes.
sorry.
I'm
I
going
am
to
fine.
push Dopper through the door.
Back towards the dragon.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. into the public section
Okay, into the public
And-
session.
and close the door behind me.
All right, you close the door. Okay.
Because if this place is magically enchanted like it should be, this door might offer us some protection.
Maybe. That's possible. Unlikely. But possible.
So yeah, boom, through the door, and then I'm gonna yell, Weehan, let Dopper go.
I'm pretty sure the command is gone by now.
I failed my roll.
Oh. I think that in casting, well, not
I know how command works, and you can say exactly what you said. It should be done.
Okay.
You are not incorrect.
Gotcha. I have no hold over him. He is free to move at his own will.
Dopper, run. And I'm gonna look at everybody else and say, get out.
He doesn't move. He stays there. And you shut the doors, you said, right?
I shut the door behind us into the private section.
Okay. Door shut. What would you like to do? You moved. Oh, you threw him. You shut the door. You're done. I guess that's everything, actually.
Yeah, action to move him.
Okay.
move
When you
to close
shut the door, there's a boom of magic that goes over it, which is good for you. We'll see how strong that door is in just a moment. My turn. I cock back. Outside, there's a roar. People start to scream in Palanthus as its head breathes poison at the door. I do a lot of damage.
Oh, bonus action. I'm gonna cast a spell on myself.
Okay. As it hits the door, you start seeing it try to creep through sections of the room, like through the edge of the door. And it's trying to find holes, but it is not making it through the barrier. And actually, you see the walls behind the bookshelves in this room glow as it is stopping the gas from making it in. But you do hear other people choking, melting, and dying on the second and third floor of the building.
Ugh.
That's my breath. I'm now going to smash the door once, twice. You see a crack, and you see runes on the door start to shatter. And then I'm going to use 3 hit dice to try to pull the door open using a rend. As you see claws make it through the barrier as it starts pulling the door open. That is
Attack
my
opportunity?
actions. The magical barrier is up still. He's trying to break it. You can't punch the barrier. That takes us to Everin. Everin, doors open. Hope you had fun damaging yourself. We on show ran by you and went, there's a spell for everything. You should learn.
Right. Look, Erin knows not a ton outside of beat things up, heal herself. Moment to think is my bonus action to drink one of my potions. Because now I keep a plethora on me just in case.
I've had a really cool 5e rule for potions too. Where as a free one, it's a static, it's a roll. And if you do an action to drink it, you get the full amount. Really fun version of potions. I'm not using it, I just wanted to mention that for all the 5e people out there.
Sweet.
Fair
enough.
You guys have enough way to heal yourselves, and I don't care enough.
Fair enough. I'll roll it in a minute.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna run because I don't.
Right. Smart.
I don't
Run.
have a travel spell.
Run.
Yeah.
Rihanna's
So
way ahead of you.
movement and action are both used to run. So
All right,
I'm doubling.
it. All right, Hagen. You see the claws piercing through, breaking the barrier. Trying. Oh, you're not. You're Zolarok right now. Wait, are you Zolagan? Is that the merged version of you?
I am. Yeah, I am half and half.
Zolagan.
A little bit
Or Hagazol. Whatever the merger of Bradgelina is.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
You see it trying to tear open the barrier. And it is being successful. The barrier is cracking.
I will once again plead with Velina to please just make it happen. Just end this now. I know you're in there. You can do this.
Okay.
End it. And then I will back away because I'm not going to stand there toe-to-toe with the dragon.
Good call.
I will move myself back and out. Hopefully she will,
Maybe.
I don't know, come to her senses and
Maybe.
stop this.
Maybe. So with that, will you you're running out as well then? You yell and double using an action and a move to run. Is that correct?
Oh, for like
Yeah.
a double
All
movement?
right.
Yeah.
That takes us to the next person on the list. Weehan running through the city. People are panicking, and there's also a crowd running with you. You do see some of the soldiers from the area making their way towards. You see wizards running from the tower in the city, making their way there as well. I'm going to move us over to the bigger map up here.
Okay.
So on the map, let me zoom it up, zoom out a little bit. So Weehan, you are currently, let's see here, you would be currently leaving the library. Exit is over here if you want to go to your area. Ispin's place is over here in the merchandising district.
Gotcha.
Which lane are you running down to get out?
I am running down. So at this point, I'm trying to think like. So basically, I've done I've done a dash.
Yeah,
Out
this
of
is a
the
brand new round. You got
library.
all your actions back.
Yes. So I think that with that, Everin should be very close behind me, right?
Close, but I mean, her movement is 60. What was yours with a move and your action? What was your total movement?
My movement was crossing to the door to begin
Oh,
with.
okay.
So I think we're both about at 60.
Okay, sure. I'll say you're within 5 foot of each other. I don't care enough.
Okay, so Weehan is just going to turn and just say, Ispin's or the shop?
Ispin's.
Got it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
How far does it take you?
It can be 300 feet.
All right, so you're getting a jump start basically with everything.
Yes, and I'm going to reach out and extend my hand to Everin as I'm casting the spell.
I'll take it.
All right, acceptable. So 400. If there's a scale in the lower right, do some quick math and move yourself towards it. I'm going to put a pin in the district for you.
Okay.
And then that would take us to Taryn. back over here, what would you like to do?
I'd like to be able to do math.
That's a very difficult thing sometimes.
Dopper still isn't leaving.
No. He literally looks frozen. Like, rigid. He should be able to move. She is correct. Picking him up, leaving him here.
Be a move to pick him up, or an action?
You already are kind of holding him when you shoved him through. I'd just say it's your choice if you want to carry him.
Yeah, I'll carry him.
Because you're pretty strong, I assume.
Yeah, I've got a 17.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm going to I'm going to use divine healing on myself. And
is that an
as
action?
Yeah, and I'm going to spend 3 hit dice to regain hit points.
Okay.
Come on.
That pin is the mark
Wow.
for you there, Weehan.
That's a crock of shit. I get 12 hit points back.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I feel...
On D12s. I got 12 out of
Look,
D12.
man, they're not,
3 of them.
they're not D6s. I don't know what to tell you.
Fucking
So...
horseshit. And I'm going to move out the door with him.
Okay.
I can't make it outside yet, can I?
If you grab him, you would be in the public area, but not outside yet.
Okay.
You'd be like near the door to exit. Next round, you'd be in the city streets.
Okay.
Okay. That's all you're doing, right? Running, shield. You carrying him and having your shield out, I assume. Like
Yes.
one arm carry, shield. Okay.
Yep.
All right. It takes to me. I am going to do my best to bust this barrier.
Come to your senses.
As the claws go through, it rips the whole front wall out. As you see this whole section get torn open. I'm going to move all of you slightly off the map. If you want, you can move yourselves up to where Weehan is, and you can start picking your path on where you want to go. She's up in the city section. As this thing moves forward, it rips the whole thing out. The last person out, you see it reach onto the table, and the hand, claw, shifts into a human hand, and it grabs one of the books off the table. And then...
Do we know which book? Was that's not any that we were...
I would say
interacting
the
with?
only people who could see it are you and probably Taryn. If you want to give me just an intelligence roll to remember where the books were, because like a game of cups, someone spun the table.
I needed my box.
Hey, no, no one knew this was going to happen. You did nothing wrong there. That was the smartest
Say-
move you could do.
Yeah.
So wait, perception or intelligence?
Intelligence to remember where it was, what it is.
I got a 14.
Yes,
I got an 18.
It was on the City of Lost Names. That stack was.
Right.
I like it.
Super well.
I like it.
Okay.
So, I'm going to move you all up over here, also leaving the
Ace over
library.
hands.
I'm going to move Everin with her. Can you figure out how far you can move? Don't use the ruler, because the ruler doesn't work that way. You're just going to have to look at the feet on the bottom and see how far your dimension door took you.
We already did it.
Did you?
Also,
Okay, perfect.
there are 2 of me now. I'm just going to delete one.
Just delete one of them. Doesn't matter. That's because I had more than one, so I didn't have to move you all over the map as we were playing last session. They're all connected. All right, so with that, do either one of you want to stick around? If not, as it rips it and grabs it, it pulls itself back into that fog from its breath weapon, and you hear the of the first wing beats. And it would go to Everin.
I mean, I'm still going.
So I will scene cut. If no one is going back between the 4 of you, back in towards the gigantic fucking green dragon, I will scene cut to you running to Ispin's.
Yeah. We can scene cut. That's cool.
Well, for you,
me.
Weon,
For
same
me, that's
thing.
cool.
Is that what we're doing?
That is, in fact, yes.
Okay, then I guess the only two people who matter right now are Hagen
Wow.
and,
Let's
well, in this, Hagen
Any other
and
way to say
Terran.
that?
No, it's the only way to say it. Let's get you guys on screen. There you go. Whoop. Did that wrong. There we go. So, Terran Hagen, you see them stealing the Book of Lost Names. Is there anything... Are you guys sticking around trying to take them back, or are you running? As you see it pull back and you hear the first wing beats through the smoke and the torn out wall. Before I take
I don't
off.
think she's in there to hear me anymore.
You said this is your friend?
It's someone I have dealt with in the past.
Second wing
thought I
beat,
could
more
get
roof
through the
starts
door.
to collapse.
I don't think I have a way to ground. I think this is lost.
All right. So the door is like, can
Ripped
we
open.
see her through the door?
You see the silhouette and the poison cloud.
I'm assuming she's going to take off and start breathing all over the city.
There's that portal in there still. It didn't go away. The portal did not
Hagen,
leave.
yeah,
I would
she
like to
has the
take an
book on the city of
action.
lost names.
Okay. Action, Hagen? To do what?
I would like to cast a spell.
What are you casting?
Suggestion.
On.
Shit. This would just stop the heroism though. We'd be afraid.
I mean, everyone. Well, you're out of its zone. You all would have to make your saves.
so
I
we're
mean,
not within
Terran
30
won't.
feet.
Terran won't. It's 120-foot fear radius.
This wouldn't work. No, I'm saying like the dragon from us right now is more than 30 feet.
Yeah, you'd have to move into the room.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like 60 foot.
Then I could make it. I've got a good speed.
You'd have
with
to step
my-
into the poison cloud.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Can I have you make me your Constitution saving throw versus poison?
Is this? But it's not for concentration.
I'll tell you what. It's voluntary.
Okay.
You're holding your breath walking in. I will even give you advantage because you are voluntarily walking in to death's embrace. I will give you advantage on this. It's
First
you're
roll
like,
was better. It was on save 16.
Hagen, you walking into the room.
16.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
I have to be. That's the better of the two rolls.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we could
I'm
give you
happy.
inspiration for damage.
Gonna get a +2 card.
Absolutely, we can give you +2. We'll just do a normal
that.
+2 to roll. Done. We use
Like
bears.
18, it's pretty comfortable.
Done. Unfortunately, that isn't high enough.
Oh.
The smoke in the room, you take 77 points of damage. Poison.
Oh. Let's see. Okay, so I need a DC 38 Constitution save to keep my spell going. Let me just check that real quick. No, didn't make that.
Okay, heroism dies out.
Heroism dies out.
Everyone everyone who had it, the heroism fades. You can feel it. Also, Allie, your camera's fucked.
So
Refresh. Are you alive still?
5e doesn't go into negatives, does
No,
it?
it goes immediately.
It
Start
just
making
goes to
death.
zero?
You do death saves. Yep. You go 0 and it starts
Okay.
death saves. You
Well,
do take
yeah,
a wound
that's-
though, if that's the case.
Yeah, that's about twice as many hit
All
points
right.
as I currently have.
He walks in. You see him just fall as his skin bubbles.
I had a plan.
He did.
I had a plan.
Terran? Carrying Dopper. Shield. He's takes a deep breath. Walks his way in.
Terran puts down Dopper.
Okay. He wakes up this time when he gets put down. He's like, "Whoa, ah, ah," and he starts running.
Run.
He's-
Taran reaches out from behind his shield, holds his hand out, and I'm going to cast. All right. Second level spell.
What could go
Or
wrong?
no, it's first level spell, but I'm casting it second level, so let me take the
What could go wrong?
10 hit points,
Okay. What are you casting?
and he's going to cast Guiding Bolt at second level.
At
The silhouette of the dragon.
okay. Do I roll, or do you just roll to hit me, or
Um,
do I make a save?
I have to roll to hit you.
Okay. What could go? You could do that.
And
You. They actually don't have a crazy AC because they're so large. It's crazy that this dragon has a lower AC than Terran.
22.
That hits.
Cool. I'm now going to play an assassination attempt. And a plus to damage.
All right, let me go back to our cards. We're getting spicy over here. All right, assassination.
We're gonna green, blue, purple this.
So assassination. What do you want for the green card? Are you just doing damage for the other ones? Because you already hit it. So we'll just use we'll use an inspiration for damage because we have plenty of those. So that's a D4 you're adding. We'll use a spell slot potion because those are easy to use. That's a D6. And then that's everything. And I have to make a save.
Yes. So I'm rolling. Hang on one second.
Well, the save is the DC on the card. It's 20.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's a D12. That is not a die. Constitution. Okay. You hit it. Give me your damage. So you'd be adding a D4 and a D6 to this roll. And the assassination card we used was from Kyler.
Okay. And I really I fucked this up. I thought this was based on the damage dealt.
Nope. No, because then it'd be too easy to just maximize it with all the cards and insta-gib anyone. That would be a bad game design, and I didn't do that. But it's a card that lets you just a chance that it goes right and just murders whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Valina. I don't know if this is how she would ever expect her character to die.
Seriously? I'm rolling like ass tonight.
That's okay. What's your damage?
6d6 and a d4. Ready?
5.
1, 2,
Okay. Okay.
4,
Okay.
6,
Okay.
7,
Okay.
11,
Uh-huh.
14 points of radiant damage. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
So here's the
I
fun.
rolled 6d6 and a d4.
Is that blast goes over the falling body of Zoligan as it goes over top, rips the smoke apart and hits and impacts. I'm spending my legendary action because I rolled a 2 on the save. With a legendary action, I get to re-roll a failed save. And that is in the monster description.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9. With my bonus, that is a 16. Even if I spend my Tachesis points, I can only get a 19. It is a 20 to not die from the bolt. I would like to spend the rest of my hit die to have a death action. And I am going to breathe on you.
Okay.
I need you to make me your Constitution saving throw.
It's not a reflex save?
No. It fills the entire area. It's Constitution.
Not for poison.
Not for clouds of poison. His technically poison by acid. Make a save. You see it, boom, hit. And it blows a hole through, and it starts getting pulled back through the portal. In, like, pieces.
Constitution saving throw? Okay.
Dying wish. Zolligan's like, do you wish? And falls over.
I wish I wasn't standing here.
2 ladies and 0 hit points.
That is
I
only...
wish I could help you.
Yeah, that is only a 13.
That is not. I don't know what your thing is, but I'm listening.
I have a thing. Oh. You know what? You're absolutely right, and getting down to it.
Yeah, you may want that for next month.
Really?
Team
Okay.
Mine helped a lot.
20.
I'll wait on it then.
20. Hold on here. 20. 8. 29. 30. 42. 43.
You just
43.
passed my hit point total.
43. 44. 45. 51. 54. 59. 59. 62.
Infinity plus
64. 74. 86. And 2 more dice. 86. 86. 91 points of poison damage.
So what happens when it's over double my current hit points?
You die.
Take a wound?
Current hit points are total hit points.
Is it double your total hit points?
Oh, like your hit point maximum?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
Then you take a wound.
Okay.
Do you fall to 0?
Yeah. I have 42 hit points left.
I wish I wasn't dead. As the last words you hear as you fall to the ground is it gets pulled through the portal with the book. Smoke dissipates. And I think the most important part of this conversation is, Todd, what happens to Hagen when the final wish is done?
Fuck you. You know what? I don't know.
Does Hagen have to be conscious for that wish to happen?
It's all in the same round. No, it does not have to be. He does not have to be conscious.
Not for this
I
particular
was gonna say,
part.
if it's all in the same round, I wish for not to be here and to roll again for my fucking save.
You know what happens when you finish? It's in the contract.
It is?
When you finish the contract,
Oh,
what
shit.
happens?
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you want to share it.
Hagen dies, I swear.
Where did it go?
Well, right now they're both gone, and the smoke kind of billows out and ends in the dragon's head that you saw, and then the city is screaming, but everything goes silent like a catastrophe. As this thing disappears, as 3 of you run towards survival.
What happens when you roll a nat 20 for death save?
With 1 hit point.
Right, but we're not there yet. The gas is still in the room, so don't roll anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you may not be able to.
The gas doesn't go away, it's lingering. It makes a battlefield effect, and you take damage each round, which means that you take a crit, which is 2 wounds. So let's see what happens to Hagen before you start rolling dice. And you only make it at the start of your turn.
Got it.
So, Hagen's like, where did I put this at? And he like runs off to go find it. Well, I'll tell you what, while he's looking, I will switch the camera to the ones that are running. Wehan, Everin, as you kind of make your way away from this insanity, what you see is the entire city in panic, especially near the capital area. You see wizards of high sorcery start showing up and like containing the smoke within barriers. You dimension door and you start running through the alleys. As you're running through the alleys and you make your way towards Ispin's, you have an idea of where the shop is. Standing out front of Ispin's is a man with his back to you, with a shoulder cloak on in blues, and 3 people with him, and they are trying to break the door down to Ispin's.
Weehan is going to stop and put an arm out to kind of like stop Everin as well. I'm assuming because we're probably both going there. And just go, do you know who they are?
Do I know who they are?
I say you're probably turned the corner and they're only maybe across the street. Say this is a big thoroughfare, 40 foot across because it's 2 ways, 20 foot for big vehicles. So you're probably 60 foot from him from corner to corner, roughly. And his shop is 2 in from the corner and like tucked in like a shotgun style sliver.
Okay.
Erica sent you a private message.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Can we roll like knowledge history to see if we recognize any of them at all?
Perception.
Perception? Okay.
Perception.
That's fair.
It's not really a knowledge history. It's more of a perception thing.
19.
27.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's Bacchus, but he wasn't dressed like that last time you see him.
What is that little shit doing here right now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I don't know if we should risk running with them right now, especially the fact that he is currently barging down Ipspin's store. That was not an agreement any of us had.
No, he didn't even know. Well, he wasn't with us unless that little twit knew on his own.
Very possible. I don't know if I trust them.
I don't trust him at all, but we need to get inside fast.
Audience, can I get a D10 from you?
Oh boy.
No. I mean, well, I think I can get in.
The soldiers with
you know
them look
what?
like Kalamon guard. Not Kalamon, sorry. Palanthus guard. That's what they look like.
We don't have time for this, and I'm gonna just cast greater invisibility on
Boom,
Everin
boom,
and I.
invisible. As they're breaking down the thing, how are you guys going to get in the building? It's only 25 foot wide. It's 3 stories tall. There are alleys on each side, but you have to, like, squish. A small character could get through. But a human-sized person, it's a roll to, like, squeeze your way through. It's almost impossible.
Would a bird be able to get through?
Absolutely, without question. But that
Yeah,
that leaves Everin by herself with greater invisibility. I don't care. I'm just reminding you can't take her with you with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might as well, though, if you want to do that. You could fly up to the open window on the 3rd floor.
You know what? I don't know how spells work. Greater invisibility I cast on Everin by herself because I can only do 1 creature. I thought greater meant it was.
That's
the...
invisibility spheres.
Yeah, you need the bubble.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
invisible. You turn into a bird.
And I'm a bird, and we're gonna do great things.
So
Caw,
action
caw.
to cast.
Fuck, I'm dead.
Unfortunately, all you can do is move because it's an action to turn into your bird.
Okay.
So you cast it and start moving across the street or into a dark alley. Like, where are you going to
Yeah.
turn into a bird? Do you care?
I-
Is
to the
subtlety
alley.
matter right now for you?
I don't think anybody would really even notice or care given the state of.
So you start walking
pandemonium.
across the street then.
I head towards the alleys.
All right. Everin, what are you doing? You're invisible. You look at your hands, they're gone.
Sweet.
What do you
Rihanna's
want to
just gonna her retort or her parting words to Everin are make good choices.
That is not.
Never. Never, ever, ever.
And they're trying to kick the door down.
I am of 2 minds.
Okay.
One of them hurts him and one of them holds him. How many are with them, did you say? 3?
Just 3. But they look like soldiers of Palanthus.
Here's the thing that wouldn't matter to everyone. How long does greater invisibility last?
Until you make an action, I think. Until you
No,
attack them.
greater
right?
doesn't go away.
I think if you
It's a
ha-
duration. Regular
I-
invisibility goes away if you make an attack action. Greater stays for.
Yeah.
I thought they changed it.
God, I hope not.
I got you.
I already have it pulled
is-
open. Your creature touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Okay, cool. So it's until the spell ends. That is correct. It is
So it's
concentration.
1
though.
minute.
Yeah, so you'll have to roll for concentration, but I have up to a minute.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm a
Um,
warcaster.
Hell yeah. So
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna do it. Is it the smart decision? Probably not, but I'm gonna do it anyway because that's what Everin was built for. I'm gonna cast Boomerang at Baccharis with Shockwave, so it'll have to open the door for me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'll take care of the other three in a minute.
Will they get hit by shockwave too?
It's just objects, unfortunately. It's just labeled as objects. I wish though, that'd be really cool. So that's a nat 20, so it's a 27.
Okay, that hits him.
Cool. And I am obviously upcasting. Because I haven't liked this little twit for a long time.
Okay.
So I need some more d6s.
All right. We know what you get for damage there.
Will do.
As that is going on, back at the other area, thank you for rolling the D10, audience. In the smoke is the camera kind of comes down out of the ceiling area where everybody is, or where the hole is, and the poisonous gas is settling on the corpses that are in the room. Two of them being our dying heroes from Vogler. Unfortunately, our lovely knight did not make it into the room, hit the ground, but the contract was fulfilled. When the contract's fulfilled, I would like to know two things. Does Hagen look the same? And are you spending any hit dice for the 2 minutes? Spend 2 and knock it down to instantaneous.
Let's spend 2. What the hell?
Okay. So what's it look like? This is up to you.
All right.
You don't know the limitations, but this was the first test.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Hagen will come back, like, once he went unconscious, the transformation went away. And he looks like regular Hagen again, and whatever poisonous horrors befell him from this magical mustard gas, he is recovered and fine, and he is he looks like his old self. He seems a little I don't want to say shiny, but like new and
Any
new and
new
improved,
features?
but you know, yeah, he's got that that ruby that he has on a necklace around him.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be like it's part of him now, or it was after the last death, but it's renewed. Like it's meant to be there instead of like seared into his body. It's part of him now.
Does it have like metal attachments and stuff? Like, is it actually like part of him?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's walking around with his
Like Lilith's
his
medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like his shirt's torn open all strategically. And
Perfect
just walking around like
anime
that.
flair. Yeah, check.
Yeah, for sure.
Inside the gem, you see the smoke moving. As you get the breath of life again, it can breathe, and you stand back up in it. I will remind you, you are at 1 hit point.
Okay.
What would you like to do with your 1 hit point? As the smoke, the poison's kind of fading away. Like if you stand on a chair and give it a round, it'll be gone.
Okay. Then I will.
And you do see as it's receding, laying behind you is Terran. Melted and bubbling and eyes full of blood and pus.
I have, since my spell never happened because I walked into poison death.
Yep.
I do have a spell available right now. It's not going to be a lot of hit points, but I'm going to cast Aid on myself and Terran,
Okay.
and we will both gain 10 hit points. Our hit point totals will go up by 10.
Okay.
Our totals, our maximums, just in case we do heal to full.
Okay.
And that'll last 8 hours.
So he takes a breath as well. The poison is still here. I unfortunately need Terran to immediately make me another Constitution save.
Well, I would have propped him up out of poison.
You would have to walk over to him, and it's still touching your skin. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's contact. It's not inhalation.
Whoops. You got this.
He goes,
You got this.
It sucks in the fucking poison. Damn it. Good sir, do you need
got-
an inspiration?
You also still got
I'm
that
already
envelope at any time.
Getting
Yeah, I
careless.
Yeah.
With my newfound
Do you have a bond, ideal, or flaw you'd like to use in this breath of death at life as you breathe again? Because otherwise, it's another wound, and you only get one save when you go down. Because each wound fills a death save box.
I'm going to use my bond.
What's your bond?
Because I haven't used it yet. I am still in a close relationship with my master, although he is not what he once was.
Okay.
And like part of the reason of me being here still is because I wanted to try and find out what happened to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm going to switch the Terran here because he said those words. So, you do. And in those moments of quick death, you see sights of the cataclysm, purple flames, memories of Darrent with a purple flame coming out of his chest and out of his mouth. You have images of Soth. And then you wake back up. And unfortunately, that is not good enough.
Okay. If I play a +2 to a roll, will that be good enough?
No.
Let's find
But
out.
we will use your +2, and you pass back out again. Now you have another wound. I played
Okay.
a +2 for you. Now, what would you like to do, Hagen? Since he goes, sits up and falls back in it, and you see the poison dissipate totally in the room. It's always about the timing. You are not wrong. Okay. I use serving hands +2 to roll for him. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do it right now. We'll use Kyle's. What would you like to recover? You have to roll the d6, and that's the max level you can recover. Just
I'm back down to 0 hit points then.
As long as it meets whatever that level is. If you need a 2 and you roll a 1, you just don't get it. Cool. All right.
So I'm back down to 0 hit points, right?
0 and 2. You are now 2 wounds, so you X 2 of your boxes, and you only get 1 death save or you die.
So failures 2.
If you roll a critical failure, it's 2. But you only have 1 death save left to make. Because you took a wound
Right,
the first
I'm
time.
saying the wound counts as 2 failures.
You have 2 wounds. 1 wound for each. The first time you took a wound for the massive damage, and you just took one because you went below 0 again.
Right. I'm saying that counts as 2 automatic failures.
No, 1 fail. Yeah, you don't roll those death saves. That's all it means, Drew. You're saying the same thing as me. You're saying the same exact thing as me. You don't get to roll 3.
I see what you're saying.
You
Sorry,
only roll 1. We're saying
So
the
it
same
takes
thing.
out my options of
You
success
got
or
it.
fail.
Yes.
It's just
because you're so
one.
wounded, you only get 1 chance now.
got it.
You have COVID lung. Yep, smoke is gone.
Will help him.
Okay.
Is the audience capable of rolling 6d6 all at once?
Oh, let me look. Give me 1 second. I will look and see if we have 66. We do not, but guess what? I can make it. We want 66. You got it. Add new command.
The
66.
sexifying wound. How many
Sexifying
boxes
wound.
does it fill?
All right. And then let me do some quick changes. That's a lot, by the way. I just want to point out that 66 is a lot.
Yes, 66. That's right. Order 66.
Yeah, hold on. I'm making
Yes,
the
been
code right
rolled.
now. And
6D6.
Yep.
OR.
Done. Activated.
All right.
666.
I have the audience. Yes, can I have the audience roll me 66? 26. All right, Drew, I cast Flawed Reconstruction. So you will heal 26 hit points.
Fuck is this shit?
Yes.
But your hit point total is reduced by that until you get a long rest.
So it washes with the aid that's also active.
Yes. So, well, it goes down. It goes up 10 from A, but it goes down 26. It's like both apply. And you will probably have some permanent scarring from this damage, but at least you're awake and alive.
I call bullshit. But anyway.
So I get 26 back.
Right. So you're up 26 from 0, but your total maximum hit points is temporarily down 26.
Okay. He wakes back up. You have 2 wounds.
It's touch and go there for a minute. But
Sure fucking
you should be
was.
able to... Can you walk? We need to get out of here.
He stands up pretty unfazed.
All
He's
right.
like,
Yeah, he
Yes,
cuts
he can walk.
himself for a living. So, I mean,
Well,
so as you guys...
there's something about him that hasn't come up yet.
I know. So as that happens... I'm going to
you have
scene...
suffered a traumatic shock.
The scene cut is the group of you head out of here, the 2 of you, and start making it towards the destination you all said you're going to go, which is Ispins. Do either one of you have a fast way to get there, or is it just you all running?
If I spent 10 minutes casting a spell, I could get myself there faster, and that's
Yeah.
not
I mean, it's more than a 10-minute walk. Like 100% more than a 10-minute walk. Like, look at the scale.
But I would still leave Terran behind because of that. I don't want to do that.
Because you're talking, looking at that map, just 2 of the boxes is 1,000 foot. So you're talking 1, so 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, roughly 4,000 feet to get there. Using the city streets. That's not a direct line, that's city street lines.
Not too bad.
No?
Less than a mile, isn't it?
So you're running there as well. So you will be roughly rounds plus some behind the other 2 because they use Dimension Door. And that takes us back to them. Weehan, you turn into a bird as a boomerang goes off, hits him. How much damage did you end up doing?
So to hit Bacchus, I
You rolled a
hit him
20.
I hit him for 37 points of damage, which means the door gets 74.
Door blows apart. The soldiers
then-
duck to the ground thinking they're under attack from the inside.
A second one, whatever one is closest to him, takes 20 points of damage.
Okay, you kill one of the soldiers.
Sweet.
So one of the soldiers gets shrapnel in him from the door. When Bacchus gets hit, there's a flicker of something with wings.
Oh, now he definitely dies. She
when
would have killed him anyway, but like now she thinks it's not him, which means he's definitely got
And
to die.
it stops and sees the doors open. It like looks around where it came from, doesn't see you, and runs inside.
I'm just gonna follow him and hit him again.
So as he runs inside, we start the beginning of the next round. I'm basically gonna go Weehan, you bad guys. Weehan, you bad guys for the situation. Weehan, you turn into a bird. Are you flying through the door that blew open, or are you going to a higher floor? You saw the same thing I just described.
Okay, so Weehan thinks to herself, well, yeah, I guess that seems about right. But she is going to go around and try to go through the back.
Okay, so you're gonna go
there's a-
through the alleyway
Yeah.
and around the back. So when you fly to the alleyway, the back, there's this little 15-foot by 25-foot yard. It is brick walled. On the walls, there are like a covering that comes off the wall all the way around to kind of cover, and there are paintings all over the back of the yard along the wall on easels.
Okay.
In the center, there is in the center of the back wall, there is a woman in white robes painting.
Does she look familiar?
Yes.
Is
Only
it
because you would know who she is.
Okay.
It looks like Ispin's wife that should be in prison in Capwn.
That's exactly what that means.
Good.
And you helped put her there, remember?
Yes. Yes. I'm...
And you land where? Going to a window that's open? Going to a door? The explosion happens. She doesn't seem to pay attention.
Open window.
You fly through an open window, and it's the first floor is a shop full of just boxes and trinkets and things, and just wall-to-wall hoarder style until you get to the front. In the front, you see a person run through the door, who looks like Baccarus, and as he runs, he dodges to the left and turns invisible.
Good. Good. Weehan is going to basically perch and be completely still.
Okay, so you're gonna look like you're part of the area. Give me a stealth roll.
We can do this.
Because you are within combat range, it does require a roll.
That's what I thought.
Kelly's here. I'm sure she just heard that Ispin's wife's here and went, fuck.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to lean in to my bond. I have an ancient text that holds terrible secrets and must not fall into the wrong hands, because I'm low-key freaking out about that now.
You should be.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a little re-roll action. I swear to fucking God. That's my first was a nat 1. The second roll was a shiny little 2. So that
Hey,
gives me a 4.
you know
on
what?
my
It
stuff.
was better.
It was. It was.
Not great, but better.
I mean, granted, I am still just a bird.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I mean, 100%. 100%. They are also magical. Just magical, so.
The guy from Labyrinth just turned into a bird.
With that said, Moxie, you would be next.
Right.
You cast a spell, and I'm assuming you moved 30 across the road, like chasing after.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get there, you see the other soldier stand up and looks at the one across. He runs across and like pulls a piece of wood out and starts doing compressions on him. And he pulls a vial out with a symbol of Palanthus on it. And on the back side has some religious order and pours a potion in his throat. That's what he does. Does not see you because you are invisible.
I want to cast Moment to Think, and
Where? In the middle of the street or once you move up next to them?
once I move up next to them, I'll cast it.
Okay.
One of the things I can do in Moment to Think is make an intelligence check.
Any knowledge skill, actually, I think.
Yeah,
It is.
I want to make a
Religion?
check on the religion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
on the thing.
Sure can. Make a roll.
Oh, you love to see it. All right, that's a 23.
He pulls.
Or no,
up-
sorry, that's a 26.
Um.
I got a nat 20 and I have a +6.
Okay, so it is a metal painted shield with a bull's head on it. You know it is Kiri Jolith, the god of righteous war.
Okay.
It looks like a dais.
Oh, lovely.
This is the Beetle and Grim stuff. It even has a little description on the back for all of them.
Oh, I love
How
that.
easy! Why did not every game have these tiny little printed pieces of fucking paper? The art's in your book. This isn't
Hey,
rocket
you know what?
science.
That's kind of something that you get with a fucking box set.
Don't get me started. Drew, you should play on Saturday. You can hear all about the box set.
Okay, I'm gonna tuck that second away for later.
And do you run by them into the building? You would be like right in the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, you run
Oh,
the
yeah,
entrance,
for sure.
scan around. It's dark in here. The back window's open. You can kind of see some breeze coming through, moving papers. It's full of boxes. There is a small table in here where people like probably come in and trade and buy with them. But there's no like counter or anything. Like this is walking into a person's antique shop. This is the first floor of their house. but it is floor to ceiling and shelves everywhere, packed. It is tight quarters, half movement everywhere on the first floor, unless you're obviously small and can fucking fly.
Yeah.
You don't see Baccharis or whatever that thing with wings was anywhere. You have an action left, right? After a moment to think?
I do.
Okay.
Yep. I have an action left. I don't know that it'll do anything because I don't obviously know like what type of creature this is or anything else. Is he the only one that ran in here?
Yeah, the other two are outside. He's trying to help him.
Oh, the other two are trying to help the dead guy?
Yeah. But he
that's a
hit
shame.
0. He's pulled potion.
Yeah.
The other soldier ran to him, poured potion. In his
Oh,
throat,
yeah.
and he's helping
Okay.
him. But you walk
Fine.
by him because you're invisible and they don't see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
In the room of ancient relics.
Oh, good point. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
Never
that's
mind.
a very fucking
It's a
average
very
destruction thing to
average
do. I
thing to
won't
do.
argue.
But I also think that Everin has enough sense to be like, wait, these could be useful. I want something for myself before I set the rest of it on fire.
It's
It's a very her thing to want objects. I just want to figure out what would let me see this little.
You need to be able to see invisibility.
Yeah, and I don't have blind sight.
Or dispel magic in an area, but you risk a lot doing that.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Was it would Again, I do not have blind sight. Oh, come on. Are there any papers or anything on this table? At least enough to give me some information while I can't see this stupid.
You got one action. Your
Dragonlance
searching a room takes
shit.
time. It's not like you can.
Oh, that's fair.
You could do
Yeah.
a quick investigation check and look for something, but I don't know what you're looking
Yeah.
for. Now you can make a perception check to try to find him in here, but it's per
Yeah.
square, and that's also really difficult.
God.
You could
okay.
hold your action.
I'll do that. I was gonna make the perception check, but yeah, I'll hold my action for Weehan.
So as you hold your action from the back of the building, you hear a woman singing outside. And as she's singing, the camera pans back up high and comes back down to the other two running through the city. As you're running through the city and the crowds are panicking, your recent companion that you've met, Drew, makes his way back from the nobles area, and he's out front waiting on he's sitting on a bench. As everyone's freaking out, he's sitting on a bench, looking through notes like this. He's just like, all right, so this is it. And he looks up as you two are running by. He goes, oh, hey, mass hysteria today, right? It's just very odd to see this many people running in a city. Is there a marathon?
The library has been breached.
Did you do it?
No.
And he looks to the next one. He's like, did you do it? And looks to Hagen.
No.
No, there was
Well, then we are safe. The mages won't come for us. Anyone who leaves that building who did those things is marked. Trust me, I've seen it. It's quite the hunt. Well then,
Good to know.
where are you going? Why are you panicking and running? Did something happen?
We're just regrouping.
Oh. Well, where are we going? And he closes his book, and he stands up and, like, sticks it in his side pouch. Like, he didn't see anything that happened.
While we're sitting here for a second, I'm going to play Trickster's Deific Heal on myself.
Okay. You're back to full. Just play the card.
Yep.
All right. Well then.
As he recites a small prayer to Paladine.
Ah, yes. Follow Habakkuk myself, but I do enjoy Paladine's teachings as well. So he stands up and he's like, yeah. Would you,
Good thing I didn't run into.
would you like to, oh, you did, he was with you for hours. He just doesn't wear the symbol.
Oh yeah, now well, if she ever finds out, she's got to go back and kill him now.
Yeah, you say that.
Oops.
So is there, where are we going? Are we leaving? I do have our soldiers ready. And he says it like he told you he was getting soldiers, but that is not what he
Is
said.
now-
He said he's
Yeah.
going to go gather things from the old knight's house, and that's all he said. Walking, and he points.
I'm gonna do an insight.
Sure.
Is this actually him?
Okay, give me a roll.
15 on the die plus 6 is 21.
It seems like him. He just is never shook by anything. He's a recruiter. He's seen it all. He's never shook. And you do know his word. Like, the man has never been scared. He laughs in the face of death.
It's unnaturally calm. It just means
Yeah.
it's a paladin.
Correct.
Um,
A paladin
Or monk.
rogue. Or paladin bard, I mean.
Or, yeah,
Paladin bard.
monk.
So then, horses. I did bring horses. They're at the stall down the street. I have one for everyone in your party. I don't know if we need that many, but
looks to Hagen like,
well, come on. And he starts walking towards where the stable is. It's just like an inn that he's tied him up to that's in the circle when you leave the library. Everyone is panicking and freaking out. And the person who's like was brushing the horses is like cowered behind one as he walks and goes, thank you, sir. And he hands him money and unties the horses. Like nothing is going on.
I will mount up and like the Ispins, and he'll start to ride.
He puts his foot out for Hagen, not knowing if he knows how to ride. It's just what you do for someone you don't know. Puts his hands out to help you onto the horse.
You go ahead. I just need to catch my breath. I'll be right with you.
Oh, well then, should I leave you amongst this chaos?
Yes.
Brave soul! And he pats you and he jumps on top of the horse. And he grabs the reins, the other ones, he ties them off, and he tows all the horses with him. And you guys go at a gallop through the city. As it cuts back to the inside, as it phases from Hagen, do you start your ritual? Is that what's going on?
I think it'll be easier if I recover a spell slot. If we
Sure.
still have one
Another
of those
card?
cards.
Absolutely. Let me get you one.
That'll shave.
Done. We're gonna use
10
KJ's.
minutes off of this.
All right.
So it's still gonna take me a minute, but I am going to begin casting a spell. And if we get through that minute, all right, I will have a phantom steed ready to take me away.
Are they faster than a regular horse in this game?
They move at 100.
Holy
my dude.
fuck. Do they fly?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although I
Sadly
think
not.
you can, like, at a higher level, I want to say you can cast it at a higher level.
If not, that needs to be a transmutation power. Like if you're a transmuter or summoner, you can be like, boom, give it wings. But you know, I don't write D&D. I just do things for other things.
I think in third edition,
hint, nudge, nudge.
it had the higher level you got, the more powers it had. Like
Yeah,
eventually got
Everon. They had
faster.
specific Phantom Steeds in Everon.
Yes, and it could go over like water eventually, and then eventually just be a flying.
I'm
mount.
going to go through a series of
thought you could
actions
upcast it.
with the other two on site here. And as I'm setting us up for that, so I would like to remind everybody on this show and to the audience that's watching right now, they just fled an ancient green dragon that apparently was Velena, or looked like her, and could morph its hands and do all these things, but they've never seen a dragon one. It was actually a dragon. I will be very clear. That was an ancient green worm that showed up through a portal. If you watched last episode, you should be really worried for Monday because it went back. Shit happens. I didn't do it. It is what it is. Monday, oh no. So we got Weehan. Let's bring the other one on board. So the two of you show up. One is hidden. One is a raven. The other one is watching for something that's hidden. A round passes. There's no movement. Just singing out back still. Is there anything you do during that round, you two?
I think the bird is just gonna go and perch. No, wait, Everon's invisible, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
There. I'm gonna start taking a look around.
Okay.
Could I roll a knowledge check
What are
to
you
see
looking
if
for?
there's? I'm taking it all in. I'm looking through the relics. I'm looking for anything that could be helpful.
Is there
Or
anything specific you're looking for?
Anything that a little shit that might be working for the Red Army could want.
I mean,
hate this kid.
I guess a disadvantage. You can give me an investigation from your perch, because there's so much shit in here. Like this is going into a hoarder's house and going, what's valuable in 6 seconds.
The easier thing too is like also, any like scroll spells and stuff.
There's so much stuff, Weehan. So much shit here. The only thing that would help is if you like could cast detect magic, but you're bird right now.
15.
Looking around, you don't see anything that looks like overtly like it would be trying to grab it or look for something in here.
Okay.
The table is full of books and notes and ledgers. The only thing that stands out in this room is literally the person singing outside. That's it. An old Salamnik.
Does the place appear to actually be actively lived in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, in the inside of this place? No, it is
No?
full of dust.
Cool. Okay.
Like that person
Cool,
outside
cool.
has obviously not been in here.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's fucking weird. Okay, cool.
It's very weird.
Yeah. So I think with the knowledge check, and during that she'd be, kind of like. This sounds really stupid considering I'm a 9th level caster. But I'm trying
Drop
to
that
act like
bomb on screen.
Was that? They knew that? Shit.
No, nobody's
Fucking
known
shit. I'm
I
sorry.
did.
Boom!
I thought they.
Nope.
I'm so sorry.
Yes! It finally comes out why Weehan is the
Yep.
most dangerous person in the party.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Correct.
Nope, it's because she picked somebody and I didn't say what the level was until she picked it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
It's
fine. If
amazing.
it makes you feel better, way back when we started talking about retainers, I was like, "Can I play Weehan?" And he was like, "No, she's level 9. You can't have Weehan."
Oh no.
And then gave Weehan
Because
to
it
someone
was
else.
too early. I didn't want it that
Yeah,
early in the
no,
game.
I think it was like when we were like level.
So when you
it was-
first heard about her.
yeah, I was level 4 because I was a level ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that said,
but anyway,
9th level
so she's-
caster Weehan.
Just trying her best to act like a bird.
That's fair. You are.
So no one can hear Todd, but he's like, I am the lowest level person here. So what would you like to do then, Everin?
I'm
You're just
gonna
gonna keep
cast.
holding?
No, I'm like standing at the table at this point. Yeah, like it's because you said it was like right, like near where I walked in.
Yeah, I mean you're within like 10 foot into the building. You're not that far yet. You can see the desk. It's like another 10 foot from you.
I want to walk to the desk and then I'm gonna cast Moment to Think because I can use the search action,
Okay.
so I can search the table.
Sure. Give me perception to search it. Well, it depends. Are you looking for an object or are you investigating to figure out what was going on here? It's covered in dust and cobwebs.
I want to like look through the paperwork that you said was on here and look for like either anything that would look like a receipt or like an itemized bill for like a thing that Ism paid a lot of money for, like to buy from somebody or that they bought from him,
Okay.
or like a receipt that would have like a last date.
So you're
of when anything was
investigating then,
exchanged.
not
Yeah.
searching. So give me an investigation one.
Okay.
Fair and smart move.
14 plus, what is my investigation? 17.
A 17. So with that, as you start looking through this area, as everyone's kind of watching for him, the ledger and the papers that are on here, you can see they are copies of the places to send the letters to for when he died. There's a date marked in the book for his death. Like in his like calendar and ledger, like he knew. On top of that being marked, he has a Rolodex catalog of everything that's here. It's really, you would have to take time to transcribe how he organizes shit here. It's like a hoarder organizes it. Like it's really weird. But there's a Rolodex of things, but it's not by like item name. It's like by locations and shelves and dates and times of when he found stuff. None of it is something that anyone else on first glance could go through. The last piece that you find is a schematic on the table for a mace head that he pulled off that looks exactly like your Sphere of Annihilation. And then the blueprints of the one he made, the item he made for you and recrafted it, and it looks like they actually go together.
I need.
You own the item. It's the item he built from you when you were a kid.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh.
And then your movement to think ends.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. No, I got it. It's gonna be fine. Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I like my sickly green background for the green dragon tonight.
I do. It's so good.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm going to like use the rest of my movement because I still have like 20 feet left, right?
Yeah, I mean, you walked up to the table and then casted a spell.
Okay.
And started looking at the table. And then now you have a little bit of movement left. Not enough to make an action out of it. You could move another distance somewhere.
Well, I wanted because
action.
I've only used my bonus action. What I was thinking that I would do is walk a little further into the room, and I want to use my action to make a perception check to basically, like, if I can spot something that, like, the dust has moved. So, like, if he, like, bumped into something.
Fucking crowded. It's really hard to spot invisibility.
I'm not trying to spot invisibility. I'm trying to spot if
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to find
something.
foot spots or marks, but there's so much shit.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's like walking to a library 15 foot and go, he's there. It's like you have no trail other than he ran into the room. Dust is kicked up in the room, and that's it. Like, there, who knows?
Can I see Weehan? Like, can I see a bird?
Are
you perched in another room or this
stealth
room?
checks you made, you sure as shit dealt with passive. So, invisibility, though, is very hard to get around. So what would you like to do? Hold your action? In case he pops out?
Yeah, he's not going to, and I'm going to be mad, but I'll do it anyway.
Okay. Hold your action. Go through. I go. Back to the people who are traveling. We'll do a little passage of time. So Hagen and Terran, as you're marching through the city, let me move us to our map. As you're marching through the city with your companion, he asked, "Did you find what you needed in the library? Are we ready? I brought a group of Salamnic knights. I have roughly 500 to assist us, veteran soldiers."
He almost loses beat on his ride. He's like, 500? What?
Oh, yes. You said you were going to war. I'm bringing warriors. That's what I do.
Where are they coming from?
Well, if I shared all the secrets of the Salamnic Knights, I wouldn't really have a job now, would I?
No, that's quite fair.
You see when he's walking by, he is
walking by,
riding by with you, buildings. He is marking posts on like doors and things like that with a slash of, it looks like a paintbrush almost, and he's like dipping it in his pocket, pulling out and painting something on each one in blue. He's not even being secretive about it. He's just doing it. Like he's marking a direction. Or maybe marking for people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell him, I'll recant what happened in the library, like starting with like the portal opening and the dragon coming through, and like as we're riding, just like recant that tale for him.
The most important thing that we have, hopefully your friend is okay, is like fucking Hagen fucking super fast. He's like, oh, and is it transparent? Is the Phantom Seed transparent, Todd?
It makes well.
How about this? What does your Phantom Steed look like? Way better question.
Yeah, a large quasi-real horse-like creature.
That
So
is nondescript
it is,
as fuck.
yeah, right. So it's probably one of those like overly muscled, like black, super shiny coat with this long, flowing mane. Like, you know, he's like a rock star and
Like a fucking
himself,
commercial.
yeah. Right.
You wish you could hire me, Budweiser. Right there,
With all the the saddle and the bit and bridle, they're all like these heavy metal theme, like skulls and
spikes
chains,
on them, and oh yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Is he semi-translucent,
Sure.
or is he okay? So he is okay. I don't know if he was like Phantom, like gray and black
it'd
shadow.
Probably have that like cool little trail of like
Smoke.
smoke behind him.
The thing you would pay for in World of Warcraft, yeah. So, as he rides up, he's like, yes, and he marks again. He's like, well, obvious, our main concern is very simple. We are looking for the City of Lost Names. Did that happen? Did we find it?
Did it drop the book when it died?
It didn't die.
We believe we have a read on it.
Enough to where we can head there. I can tell the soldiers where to go.
I think so.
Where would you like me to send them? Do they go to Kalamon first? Do we march from Kalamon? The whole northern waste, you said, was flooded during our time together. So, do they go there and board a boat? What do we? How are we going about finding this place?
I don't know yet. We're going to have to regroup and.
How did you get here?
To the city?
Yes, to the city.
We walked.
Oh, that's a long. We're not walking home. That is very. Do we have horses? I don't have enough horses.
Well,
for
we have an assistant that walks fast.
like a horse.
We got a ride.
But then what about for the rest of the soldiers that are mounted? Is that good? They're all cavalry. We are going to need food and water. We have enough to travel to Kalamon, but we'll have to be resupplied there. Should I send the word for them to go?
I'm trying to remember all the bullshit that's happened in the last few days.
You won't know anything until you get to Kalamon. That's when you get all the information on what Monday's been doing. All you know is you're supposed to leave from Monday.
No. I'm talking about from my wartime.
The only thing you know is there's a huge army between Palanthus and their Red Dragon army. Traveling will be dangerous. They should go... It's almost safer to go north of the river and travel that than it is to go south. Yes, there may be a dragon through there in burnt fields, but it's still safer. And you're supposed to meet in Kalamon. Because they have boats to take the soldiers.
Oh, that's right. I would relay all that. Unless, do we know how big the force is in between Kalamon and here? Could 500 Solamnic Knights? Okay, so no.
It's one of the largest contingents of Red Army soldiers that have been seen so far.
Yeah, no, we would need...
So they need to sneak around the
more
north.
support.
Well, then, I can make that happen. Give me a minute. And he pulls out a small whistle, like a military whistle, that has a couple... It's like a circle... like a whistle for Jim, but it's got some piece in the bottom. He puts his fingers on it. He plays 3 notes. And he's like, all right. And he puts it back in underneath his
Hang on. Are you telling me he pulls out a fucking Willy Wonka whistle?
No. It looks like a oversized gym flute whistle. Like a one of those, but it's got areas to change the notes on the back of it.
Sorry, what is a gym whistle?
I'm explaining what it looks like. It's a whistle. It's a small one. I use it during military drills. It has a bead inside that rattles around with a reed and makes this horrifying sound, but you can hear it anywhere. It works great. What? And everyone stops and looks at him. It's very annoying, but it works great.
But I'm just asking you, Eric. What is a gym whistle?
Oh, you don't know what a gym whistle is?
Do you mean for
a gym, like gymnasium, like your gym teacher had.
Like phys ed and
or a football
coaches?
coach. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant there was one specifically in a gym, like a weightlifting gym. I'm like, what is a gym whistle?
Yeah, it's so good. It hangs onto the bar. You bring it down to your mouth and you blow and you push it back up.
That's to prove.
That's
you're
how you
keeping
count your
informed.
reps. You keep yourself
blow to whistle.
honest. No.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
Sorry for the
hilarious.
distraction there.
So anyway, no, but yes. So with
What
that,
is a ute?
it's hilarious.
What is a ute?
As you are riding through, the craziness starts to settle down in the city as people have moved from that area, and you continue riding. When you round the corner and you start heading towards the main thoroughfare, you can see Kalaman's soldiers telling people to get back in their houses as you go down the street. They don't bother you to because you're on horseback and it looks like you're leaving. But that would take us back to our duo, and I'm going to put us on 5 cam for this because I have a bad feeling. Look, I don't make the rules. The adventure makes the rules, right? I'm running a pre-written adventure. This is what happens when you play a pre-written adventure, everybody, that I've used 30% of. So, the most I've used is in chapter 5. So, inside, neither one of you have seen this individual. You don't see anything get shuffled around, nothing. The singing out back gets louder. And then you hear a whistle. The woman stands up. She goes, huh, I haven't heard that in a long time. And she turns and walks towards the door, the back door. And you hear it unlock.
Okay.
Back door opens, light pours in. What would
Is
you
she
two like to
entering?
do? I mean, she opened the door. She pulled a key, opened the door. She's getting ready to come in. It's
And I
down a
can see that
long
too?
hall. You can see it. Like you're on shelves. You look back. It's a shotgun. There's no dividers in this first floor. It's just shelving. So you can see a woman with light pouring in from behind. She unlocks the door and opens it, and she's still singing and coming in Old Salamnik.
I'm assuming I don't know.
I mean, do you speak Salamnik?
No. I have 5 languages, and none of them are that.
No, then. You don't know what she's saying. You know she's singing. She's a decent voice. What do you two want to do? Still haven't seen the individual.
Can you check? I sent you a message. Can you check it for me?
I am doing that now for you.
Thank you.
I don't have it pulled up on the computer because I still won't risk it. What? Did you send me a huge fucking list? Is that what you want me to read? No, I'm not reading all this right now.
That is something that you sent to me.
I
I
know
copied
that.
and pasted it and was asking you, this is what you mean, yes?
About what? What part of it?
The blueprint that was on the table. Okay, I'm just double checking. Which, I mean, I still carry on me. I just haven't touched in years.
I know.
She will not give it up.
It's like I plan things.
I know, right? Look at you go.
Oh, I didn't see the last line. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. I thought you wanted to read all. I'm like, I'm not fucking reading all that right now.
No,
Valerie.
you wrote that to me. I
Right.
was just making
I
sure
got you, I got you, I got you.
that was
You
part
basically
of one
copy
of
and
your like
pasted and wrote
17.
one sentence.
Yes.
I didn't see the one sentence. I was like, I'm not reading this shit.
Well, because it was part of one of your 17 paragraph messages, and I knew if I sent you back that whole thing, you definitely wouldn't read it. So I
Nope.
just copied and pasted the part that
You're
mattered.
100% right. So
I can't see anything.
we could use the 60,000 army group. What are we doing? Haven't seen him.
Weehan wants to get the fuck out of here, so she is going to caw because
Oh, the woman looks to you. And you caw. And she goes, I wonder why there's a bird in here. There shouldn't be that many windows open. And she starts moving towards the bird.
well, the call was to signal Everin that I'm dipping out and I'm leaving. Flying out of the blown open door.
Okay. You fly out, blow open door. You see soldiers running down the street. Another guy is lifting a person up there's blood all over his chest. He's like, it's all right. It's all right. Get up. I will go towards the rest of the soldiers. And he draws his sword as you fly out. Boom, like by his face as you fly out the window or out the doorway. Where are you going? Are you looking for the rest of the party?
Yes.
All right. So you fly looking for the rest of the party, leaving Everin by herself.
I mean, hey, if she's gonna bust out an orb of annihilation,
No, don't you worry.
Getting out.
Yeah, okay, well, you're by yourself on screen. So,
Great.
looking
Yay.
around, she flies out. And in the house, you hear the woman walk towards where the bird was. She can't see you, and she reaches up. She's like, shoo, you do not belong in here. And she's like waving in the air, but you can tell she's not really hitting the area. And then she stops. And she goes, I know there are 2 other people in here where you should not be. Please leave my house before I must physically ask you to leave. And she's not like she's looking at a shelf. You're like over here and then wherever the other person is. And she stands facing where the bird was. What would you like to do? She's wearing white robes, threaded in a bluish silver, and she has her hood up. It's a little wet from the rain that has happened over the last couple of days. It's thick. She looks like she's a wizard of high sorcery, trained. But those robes are old.
Yeah.
Now what's your plan? You've never seen her and never met her in your life.
Okay.
Or
that
heard
was
of her.
that was going to be one of my questions.
Or heard of her. Weehan was smart, though. She's like, fuck this, I am out.
I guess, like, the one thing I really wanted, I know now.
Do you take the paper?
Yeah, for sure.
So you reach to grab the paper.
No, actually, I'm gonna cast Memorize. I don't need the physical paper.
I need to know if there's verbal components for Memorize. Verbal, I need to know if there's verbal or semantic. I don't care about material.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Would have been easier to just take the fucking paper, wouldn't it?
No, same outcome.
Okay, well then I don't feel that bad. Dirty 20.
Okay. I'm going to use my legendary action to cast it again.
So I have to make it again.
You guys came to plant this. This is not my fault. What'd you get the second one?
Technically it would be a 16, but I don't think I'm happy with that.
Would you like to take damage for inspiration? Or unless you have a bond, ideal, flaw, you heard no verbal, no semantic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a thing for it.
Use a card or use a bond, ideal, flaw? Okay.
Use a bond, ideal, or flaw. I'm trying to not take damage in this room because I have a feeling bad things are coming to me.
Maybe. Do you have one that makes sense, though?
Yes, I think so. I think you'll let me have it. Because, like, according to these blueprints, my present from Ispin lines up with the Orb of Annihilation. Yes, like, they are, like, made from each other. Or whatever, right? Like, is that what you explained to me before? Like, one is built from the other, like, you took it apart?
You glanced, and I gave you a general investigation for it. That's all I'll say.
Cool. Well,
you need time to.
What...
That was like a moment of thinking. Like, I think these go together. Yeah. Like, it makes sense that they do, but you don't know how or why or anything yet. Blueprints will help, though.
Okay, so because she at least knows that they're linked together in some way, like from her glance, I'm gonna go with the cycle of life cannot be stopped. My part in this is destruction. Creation will have to be someone else's problem.
Okay.
Will you let me have that? Because
yeah.
I know that it's linked to my destruction.
Yeah.
Cool. There it is, 22.
So she casted Greater Hold Person.
That's what I thought it was.
And it didn't work once, and it didn't work the second time. When it didn't work the second time, she goes, I will warn you, if you leave this house, you will die. What do you want to do? And you do hear something stir in the room, because that person doesn't know if it's to you or to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're off like across the little tiny narrow pathway behind bookshelves somewhere.
Did I get the spell off because she heard me, so I must have cast?
You got the spell off still, yeah.
Okay, so I memorized what was on those sheets of paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the blueprints memorized and can come back to this.
Mhm.
Okay, well then I will abandon that. Because I don't need the physical paper. I will remember that for a year perfectly.
Yeah, sure. As long as I don't time stop you for a year, you're good.
After that, I get advantage on all checks to remember it for the rest of my life. So
There's
long as I
one
don't
key
die.
word in there. Yeah, I was gonna say there's
Yeah.
one key word.
as long as I don't die. Oh, this is not gonna go great. I have a feeling. In Weehan leaving me behind. I have, but this is the first time I'm alone, so I don't love it.
Do you want a moment? Should I cut to the party?
You know what? You cut to them. The people that abandoned me, you go that way.
Like that is a totally fair look, everybody. Sometimes people panic, and it's not us. Oops, wrong one. This one. Hi, everybody. Oh, Weehan's just a picture. She's like, fuck this. I'm literally out.
Weehan left all of us.
So as you are riding, you round the corner, you get closer to what's going on. You see soldiers running, and there is a bunch of marks, and to the east of you, you see the Solamnic Knights marching out the Tower of High Cleric's pathway out. You see Solamnic Knights marching out on horseback. Bold, not hiding who they are. As 500 soldiers are marching down this other road to make it out, as you all are marching down this road. Actually, I'll pull the map up so the audience can see it.
Wait, so they're going
to
the Tower of High Cleric?
Remember that's where Weehan's shop is. It's out past this. That's where Weehan's shop is parked. They're leaving that way.
Right, but they're leaving that way. Okay. Oh, no.
Solamnic Knights, and lots of them. They ain't
500
carrying
of them.
no
He goes,
picket
oh,
sign.
my men! And he points to them.
They're gonna kick somebody's ass.
Don't worry, they're leaving the city. They're allowed to leave. We are not allowed to come back in, and we're technically
Can
not
you
supposed to be
communicate
here.
with them?
I mean, only I could command them where to go. Well, I can tell them north, south, east, west, but they've already been given their instructions. They're to go to a house outside of the city that doesn't belong.
And
Wait.
what?
Wait for our words to go. I mean, I could cast a spell and tell them things, but
Tell them to not attack the Dragonel that is there.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Dragonel. I am training it as my mount. I retrieved it.
Could have told me you owned
From the
a
Red
dragon.
Dragon
Hold on.
I don't own it. It is.
Again, and he's like, I'll see what happens, but they've been told to leave the scaled beast alone.
Thank you.
I can't promise that'll work, but why do you own I don't really want to know. So, this Ispin Green Shield shop, as you're running up, a bird goes whoosh and flies over top of you. Weehan, where do you go? Do you land on one of their saddles? Do you land on one of the empty horses that they're pulling along with them? Where do you land?
I think that I'm going to, of my two companions, who seems the more alert right now?
I think everyone in the city is fucking alert right now.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Well, Taryn is in conversation, so I will land on Hagen's shoulder.
Oh,
And
you can speak in this form, so.
Can I?
Yeah. You're a
Oh.
raven. What do ravens
Oh,
do?
yeah. They can.
No.
It's fine.
Boom!
It's
Fireball!
fine. I'm basically going to say, everyone's at the shop. It's not safe there. I'm going back to my hut.
Whoa. What do you mean not safe? What's there? What do you... We have to go get her before we can leave.
Doors were being broken down, and
Are you saying this out loud, Hagen?
Yes.
Cool.
Are you familiar with Ispin's wife?
Well, since we all have a connection with Ispin, I would imagine we would know.
He's never talked about her. I've said that many times.
Never? I learned
never talked
how
about
to
her.
hold a conversation from Ispin.
No,
I
he's talked
knew
about everything
of
else.
her.
He has never talked about her.
Okay, alright.
You knew of a wife.
I knew of a wife, but I never met her.
No.
In the years that we were together, I never met her.
Nope.
Well,
Well-
that's news to me, but we can go find her. At least
No,
explain
you don't
what's
want to
going
do
on.
that. Just lucky for you. And Weehan's going to head to her shop.
If she flies away, I'm like, you better be there when we get back.
So you're doing boom and then leaving towards Weehan's shop. You fly over top, looking down.
There's knights on the way.
Of soldiers marching out. The beginning of a larger army for the group, which takes us
Do I
back
see-
to her. Unless you have something you want to do.
I was just gonna say, if I happen to see anybody who looks like Baccarus, I'll shit on them.
Do not. See looks like Baccarus.
Perks of being a bird. Okay.
I mean, I guess you could give me a perception check if you want. Disadvantage. There's crowds of people. I'll give you a chance.
Well, you mentioned his coat, and I feel like that was probably a very... I don't know.
But the transmutation wears off, and it's human shit.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I must have missed where that's from.
We're being 15-year-olds for a moment. No, I would fail that. I would fail that perception. We're fine.
All right, well, I'm going to take it back to everybody. Dicks. She said not to leave the house or you will die. What's the plan, everybody?
I
should say
looked at the exact wording of Dispel Magic.
Uh-huh.
I can choose a creature and I do not have to be able to see them. I just have to know they are within my range.
You positive on that?
I am positive. It does not say anything about me having to be able to see them. Not a
Doesn't
single
say
word.
Line of sight?
Nope. Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within this range.
How far is the range?
120 feet.
All right, good luck.
I just want to pick him, like that creature, the one I followed in that I can't see anymore. I just want to pick him.
Good luck. Roll your dispel.
Okay. So it's definitely below, third or below? Or it's definitely not third and below is what I
No,
mean?
it's not third and below.
Okay.
But let me know what you get, and then make a concentration check as I hit you.
Cool. I got a 25, so should be fine, because the
see
DC is 10
him-
plus the spell's
You
level.
see him starting to dissipate. And in the back of your head, you feel a wrap, and I need a constitution saving throw.
Fine. Yeah. 21.
I would like you to roll that again. I spent Takesis points.
That is a 19.
As you hit back of the head, the room goes dark. The group shows up to the shop. The door is slowly mending itself back together. And inside, you see a woman in white robes holding Everin's feet and dragging her down a hall, and she has a blindfold on.
Did she have blind sight?
She sure fucking does.
Of course she does. Why wouldn't she?
She's literally blind. If you would have seen the episode, she literally was blind during that episode.
I was told to not watch
I know.
it.
I'm just saying, but I'm not making this up. This is all stuff that was part of the episode. And she drags her down the hall, and she keeps going.
We see that.
Yeah, you see it as the door is reforming itself, like it's repairing. Like the splinters of wood are coming back into places. Boom, back to a door.
No. Horror show is it?
If we're able to in time, I'm going to step through the door before it seals.
No, you would be riding up as it's happening. There's a Kalamon soldier standing outside, another one across the street, talking to other soldiers.
Okay. What, a Kalamon?
Not
Or
I keep saying
Palanthus?
Kalamon. I mean Palanthus. Palanthus soldiers. I apologize. I keep saying Kalamon. Palanthus soldier talking to ones across the street, and then one in front of the doors. It's sealing up. He's got his back to the door and a sword out, like he's getting ready to go in. He's making eye contact with the other group, and then the door seals shut. He's like, shh. And he starts walking across the street to the other soldiers.
Okay. Pull up.
Okay. Same thing I described to them. 3 stories tall, narrow hall, narrow alleyways. Small creature can fit, but somebody else has to squeeze. And the windows on the front of the building are closed. The 3rd story window is open.
Okay.
And it's very small, 25 foot wide. What do you
We
want to
saw her being dragged away.
do? You did. You sure did.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock on the door. There is a voice from the wood that says, "Hello, Terran. How are you?"
I'm good. I would like entry into the workshop, please.
Of course, friends of Ispin Greenshield are always allowed into the den of antiquities.
You could have done that.
Yes, you could have.
Good,
God
but you blew
damn
it.
it.
Hey man, when you're a thing of
Screw
destruction, you
somebody.
don't know better.
I didn't know better. I didn't know I could do that.
The door opens up. The guy watches you walk up and go in. Hey, what are you doing? As you are walking in, does Hagen follow? Your friend,
sure.
Ronaldo, is like, I'll take care of them if you want to go in.
Have at it.
Excellent. He pulls the line of horses in front of the building. So they block. There's your steed stays around, right? You don't have to be on it.
Right. I just checked that. In other versions, like
It
once you're off
dissipated
of it,
when
it
you mount.
disappears, but this one it lasts an hour.
He jumps off. He's like, "Excuse me, good soldiers of Palanthus," and he starts walking across. This is just a normal, everyday purchase order we are picking up. You see, we have all these horses, and he's like distracting. Go ahead, and you guys walk inside. You see the woman dragging. By this time, she's like at the back of the building, and it's light outside, and she's dragging. And as you step in, quietly, but loud enough that you can hear it, it says knight, full plate, armor, another individual, light steps. And she's
That-
whispering
she
to her.
says that?
She's whispering to herself in Islamic.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you're unconscious.
It's about me being unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Was it magical?
No, it was not magical.
Okay, that's all I needed to make sure of because I can't be put to sleep magically.
Oh, it's not magical sleep. It is. I hit you in the back of the head and you're fucking asleep.
That's what I thought, but I just want to make
You're
sure.
unconscious.
You're unconscious, not sleeping. I use
Yeah, but I
specific
can't-
words.
Look, I am just making sure because currently she's being dragged down a back
is.
hallway
Yep.
by somebody that like just kicked her ass.
Yep.
Let her have this.
Yep. Nope. I'm letting you have it by having
No.
you be unconscious. So,
And that's fair.
as
I
you,
get it.
As you walk
Try.
in, she says that, whispers, not whispers, she's talking under her breath. And you two hear it. She walks in. You walk in. Welcome. The door on the backside has a face in wood, in a green wood.
Nice. I will say, excuse me,
Yes.
Madam Greenshield.
Oh, she stops. And she one hand slides her outside past her to put Mallory's character behind her. So everyone is behind her and you.
Got it.
How do you know that is true?
I approach.
How
even steps.
close do you get?
I get within 10 feet, not 5.
When you get
And I reach-
within 30 foot, she tells you to stop. Please don't get closer.
I stop. I just would like to shake the hand of the woman that I knew of but never knew.
I would love that. I'm assuming you are one of his students.
I am Terran. Terran Greystone,
Ah, the Dragonbane child.
indeed.
And who's the other? He smells of sulfur and burning.
That is my companion. I will say one of my companions is also currently behind you.
I know.
We're coming
And they
here
did not
to
listen.
hope to... She doesn't do that.
Well, she is now unconscious,
Very strong-willed.
and I am taking her back to my cell.
I would prefer that you didn't.
I'm glad that's what you feel.
Well,
Who is your friend? Your companion?
hey, also a friend of Ispin, and
A good night, I'm asking them.
oh, I apologize.
Got you there, Terran. I'm Hagen Ironfeld.
Ah, yes, the man of many wishes.
I don't know how that rumor gets around so fast.
Can you please?
But yeah, I guess you could say so.
Could you please not use any of that in the shop? It is protected from any form of witchcraft.
So, as long as you don't ask, I can't do it anyway.
Oh,
So,
well, excellent.
we'll
I
be
will
good.
not. And she closes the back door to end the conversation.
We're just.
Daylight from outside goes away. What do you two want to do? The door goes, what are you looking for?
Just
I was
wanna
told to assist
collect-
all friends of Ispin Greenshield.
Great. We're just
could you
here to
open-
collect our friend and go.
Oh, well, I mean, I can help you with the catalog, the things that we have here, and I can talk about what's on the shelves, and I can give you books and access to the index. Well, index 1, 2, and 3, but not 4, 5, or 6.
God, I do
I'll
wanna
move
know
to the
all of
back
this
door.
stuff.
Okay. His face appears at the back door. I'm sorry. No one is allowed in the backyard for your safety.
My companion is back there.
Well, your companion right now will be in a jail in Kalamon.
What?
What?
Correct. I don't understand the magics. I just know what Ispin has taught me.
Oh, I get it.
Is there any possibility?
I get it. Great.
I must speak with the lady of the house. It is urgent.
There is no lady of the house. There is only Ispin Greenshield, and unfortunately, he knew his demise was coming, so I am in charge of running this antiquity shop.
Fair enough. The woman who went through the door. I must speak with her.
Unfortunately, no one is allowed in the backyard. Technically, she wasn't supposed to come in the shop, but I have yet to find a way to stop her.
Well,
You could go visit her in Kalamon. My understand is she is in jail in Kalamon.
you are required to help the Friends of Ispin Greenshield, correct?
Within the parameters and rules that have been written within my walls, correct.
If she is able to go to Kalamon from here, that would be very useful to the Friends of Ispin Greenshield.
She is allowed to take people there. Technically, she is bound to the backyard by chains that connect her to Kalamon. It's the only freedom she was allowed when agreeing to be put in prison. She turned herself in along with the help of some black robe.
So she is. He kind of chuckles to himself. He's like, "It's."
Yeah.
He put
Now you know why the bird's
house
like,
arrest.
fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, no, but he chuckles like she put herself under house arrest, and he says it like he's in quotes.
You are not wrong.
What is your name?
I don't have one. I'm simply a spirit from the Feywild.
You don't have a name? That seems impolite.
It's been many times tried to give me one, but nothing ever stuck. He tried to call me, I have a list. He tried to call me Commandant, Super, the Star Who Shall Be Not Named, Feywild Extraordinaire, Door of Many Voices, Knock Knock, Door is Here. Some other dumb joke that I did not agree with. He also called me Terran, and I said, no, that is your friend's name. Hagen, he said, no, I will not be called somebody else. He also tried to call me Isaveau, which I'm not going to be named after his wife, and that is weird. I just said, it's fine. I'm just a spirit of the Feywild.
Isabel. So that's her name.
Isaveau, correct.
Isaveau.
We many drunken nights of him trying to name me and come up with something for myself. And the face is wood and it moves, it's slow, but you can't see through it or anything. It actually kind of forms out of it. But I'm only allowed to be on the first floor of the building. And the doors in wood frames only. And you look around, you realize there's a lot of wooden doors in here. Like, that lead to, like, little tiny nooks, like cabinets that open. Like, when you really take it in, there's a door in the front, door in the back. There's fucking wooden cabinet doors everywhere. But your friend will be safe in jail.
Is there any other doors here that travel to other places?
Oh, he disappears from the door, and he reappears on the desk drawer in the other room. Hold on, and you hear is the Rolodex is flipping.
I'll move to where he is.
All right, there are a series of Rolodexes in a stack. He's flipping through one of them. He's like, yes, there is The Shelf of Year 5 Adventures with Backlund. There is a key there that can take you to certain places. He hasn't tried them all, and it is not tested.
What are the ones that he has tested?
The 9 Hells,
No.
Maybe not that one.
Palanthus,
No.
the Feywild, a graveyard in Elven territory. And that's the only ones that look like are tested on here.
Graveyard in Elven territory.
Yes,
Expound
he
on that a bit.
was in the South for a long time. I believe the woman who was politely dragged out of the house is from that area. There's no other ways that I've seen, and again, I do not recommend going into the backyard. You will also be in jail, and there's no way out of that cell. Once you're in, you are in.
Unless the door is unlocked from the outside in Kalamon.
Oh, that has never happened, but sure.
But it could.
I don't know. I'm not in Kalamon. I'm in Palanthus. Weehan flies to her shop, lands.
That could be a two-way door. That would be incredibly useful right now. We could literally just march to Kalamon through the doorways.
That I don't know, but the key will open doors to places. I just don't know how it functions. I apologize. That is not in my registry.
Hagen.
Maybe the crow that left earlier, that I believe to be a wizard, might know. And he calls her a crow.
Hagen,
Yes,
can you
Karen?
identify objects? Do you have any ability to do that? Could we figure out what this key is, or maybe use the key to get to Kalamon through a door?
In the back, she sets Everin up against the wall and starts painting a picture of her. You guys can't
Painting a
see
picture
this,
of me?
but it's for the camera.
That's terrifying.
So you would just have to ask to get it identified.
The door goes, oh
But
my. I can ask for things?
Oh no.
I wish I had a body. I wish I had legs.
That's great.
Is that something you can
can't-
supply?
Oh my God! Wait.
He just starts going through a list of things that it's always wanted. I wish I had a bedroom and then I could sleep. I wish I could sleep.
Is there? Can you manifest in any wood inside the?
Only on the first floor,
The
and it
building?
has to be a door. A door, a drawer, something along those lines. It has to be something inside. Kelly Buds, I am so glad we were polite to her.
Your favorite
Look.
NPC?
And you hear flipping again. He's like, I wish for, and now you can tell he's going through the Rolodex for things that he wants to wish for.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, could you
it's not
get
gonna
one of those little
do anything.
posable wooden dolls for less than 50 gold? I feel like that's something, but there's no door in it. So
My God. Has a door for a chest.
Somebody got their Solamnic armor hiding tabard today, so it wouldn't matter.
oh fuck,
Oh,
that's
it's a
right. It's the same
shame.
day.
Oh, that was this morning, wasn't it?
Well then,
Yeah, it
if
was.
you don't need me, I'll go back to cataloging.
Thank you, Spirit.
You're welcome. The doors lock. Chunk. For your safety, whenever you want to leave, just knock.
Ah, thank you. Look to Hagen, like,
This goes over here.
There's so much I want to go through here and just study.
Tons.
I know. She said
Just-
not to. She said it was protected in here from power. I'm concerned about using your abilities.
Your knock on the outside door.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I can't use my abilities. You know what I mean? And I told her I wouldn't.
Karen kind of smiles. And you can see one has kind of been lingering, and it started when the door was starting to talk about Isbin trying to give it a name.
Yep.
Because it it brought up like the essence of who he was, and it just made Terrence smile.
I don't know. Knock Knock Doors Here is the best name so far.
Right. I wish we could identify that key.
All right.
From the door, you hear the year 3, shelf 5, Becklin's box of things she didn't want.
Oh. Or we could... This is like Bedazzled or whatever the hell that show's called, where she just takes him for a Big Mac.
I don't remember that at all. So you go to the who's gonna go get the key? Hagen, are you doing
I
it?
don't actually have to do the magic. We just look in the drawer. Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, so when you go, what you realize is every one of the boxes that are in here and things like that have a door drawn on them if they don't actually have like a pole. Like you notice going through all the boxes, they have doors drawn on them. Every single fucking box.
Okay.
And you go in and one of the doors has a face on it. It's like, no, next shelf.
Thank you.
Next shelf. And then this one goes, this one.
For some reason, this scene is serving up on the dopamine for me.
Do you reach in and pull the key out?
Yes, I will.
I will tell
I'll
you
take
that it
this.
is a key that is spiraled, and on the outside edges of it, there are 5 dragon heads, all different metallics and metals.
Oh.
Not colors like Roji Biv, but metals.
Huh. Metallics.
Mm-hmm.
That's a twist.
It looks kind of like the Takisa symbol, but metals. And dragon heads on the edge.
That's the glaive.
With that said, outside, she finishes her pictures since
Fucking
you guys are
pro
taking
reference. What?
time.
Oh, God.
As you guys are taking time
My day
figuring
is
other things
complete.
out, she finishes the painting, and she stands Everin up and goes, "You're safer here," and pushes her into the painting.
Oh
Boom.
boy.
Becomes the painting. There's no save. You're unconscious. And then she
pain.
grabs the painting and disappears into the shadows. You just hear a chain.
Great.
She hangs the painting on the wall in her jail cell. Don't worry, I'll let you out tomorrow, I promise. I just can't, they can't see us. But you can speak if you'd like.
I have a lot of questions.
You are a painting right now. I would too. I apologize.
Yeah, let's start there. And also, hello, how are you? My name is Everin.
I know you're
Could
the
I
creature
have
of
your name?
destruction that my husband spoke about.
One that I was very good friends with your husband, yes.
So, unfortunately, and she has the box in her hand, that can't be in the painting. Sphere of Annihilation instead of an extra dimensional space is quite damaging, and she opens the box and blows the prison door open.
Hey, if she lets me out tomorrow, that's okay.
And she says, "Who killed Ispin?"
I don't know.
This will wear off tomorrow. You'll be able to exit the painting. And she walks off.
Cool.
She leaves the box on the ground. She doesn't even take it.
Did you put the orb back in the box, or did you take the orb with her?
No.
Great.
And all you hear in the distance is more things getting destroyed. Weehan is what you hear down the hall. That's what Everin hears.
I hear Weehan?
Her yelling Weehan. Where's my husband? And she's walking through the place, just making her way out of the prison. Now, I'd like to remind everybody, Capwn has no wizard here anymore. And that it also has no soldiers, really. But don't worry, the governor's gone. He's on an adventure. That makes it safer. There is a homunculus of Adriel's cousin here to help run things alongside the advisors left in power. So the amount of reinforcements they have right now are fucking none.
Mm-hmm.
You identify the key back at the shop? Is that what you're doing? As Weehan is waiting for everyone to get back to the hut. And then we're going to switch to Weehan and the army that is outside of her hut. Are you identifying the key? Are you able to do that, Hagen?
Yes, it's a first level spell I can cast.
How long does it take?
That's a great question.
10 minutes, I think.
Okay, I'm fine with that. We're in no rush now. Someone's sleeping, slumbering. You'll feel so rested when you get out of that painting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Do I have everything else? Like, did she just take the orb? Like, did my bag go with me into
So
the thing?
you know you read that a sphere of annihilation should not be in like a portable hole or certain extra-dimensional
Yeah.
spaces because they had a chance to cause a fucking gate and just destroy everything. She didn't
Yes.
put it in the painting for that reason.
Well, I'm
And
saying,
all
do
your
I have
other shit's
everything
yours.
else?
Yeah, no, she took
okay,
nothing
cool.
else.
Cool.
Casting time is 1 minute. Duration is instantaneous.
And give me Arcana roll to identify the object.
Okay. Ooh, 22.
22. This key works on any form of an object that is a door or has the drawing of a door. Ispin used it to travel the world. You do find some notes in the box that are folded up because this character, the door that is not named, so to speak, the spirit, can't unfold paper. It can only move wood. So it doesn't know about the note that's in there. And there is a list of locations that the key can take you. It can take you to each location once a year. One of them is called Ishtar.
Oh, boy. I like it.
And there's a
Okay,
list.
roll.
All of them has been over a year, so this key can technically be used for anywhere right now because it hasn't been used in over a year because he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
And the box with the face on it goes, and because it's smaller, it goes, oh, a note! Wish I
Oh,
could
there's a
open
note?
notes.
Let's take a look at this note.
It's all the locations that it knows it works at. There's a ton of them.
All right.
You can't open paper?
Not unless it's attached to wood.
Paper is wood.
Paper is paper. Wood is living. Well, or carved, but I can't do paper. I can only do wood. And there has to be a door attached to it.
Interesting.
Back to recording notes. And it goes back and flip, 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 flip. What do you two want to do? Outside, you hear a knock again on the front door. Come on, open the door, man. The knights are gone. The guards of Palanthus think that we're just getting a delivery of water. They're stupid, and it's easy.
2 seconds.
Just, we'll be right out. It's. There's some private things in here that would be embarrassing to see. So
Should I meet you at the hut then, and leave your horses here?
Sure.
Especially the weird one that has a trail of things off of it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's DLC.
He lashes it to the front. Says, "Okay, your horse is here. I'll take the rest there. Did you find your friend?" As he's yelling through the door.
Kind of.
Good.
We lost one actually.
Good. I'm glad you found your friend.
All right.
Thanks.
Shall we go to the hut?
I guess so.
All right.
Take this key.
I need a perception check from both of you at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that dick's in here too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Disadvantage. All right. All right. No, I'm not gonna get this at all.
15.
Okay.
7. No, 6. 6.
Are you happy with your rolls?
Not at all.
Would you like to take inspiration for damage?
No.
Would you like to take inspiration for damage? Man, this is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Come on,
10
Taryn.
hit points.
Yeah, I know why you're not doing it. You're like, I am fucked up right now. We are not doing it.
Well, no, I'm
Hey,
actually
catalog, do you
at
have
full health 'cause I
potions of
used that.
healing here?
I know, I'm at full health. Well,
No, I was talking
I'm
about,
not
I'm talking about
doors here.
Hagen.
You have potions.
yeah, I'll take inspiration.
All right, roll 2d6 for the audience for our last piece of the night and probably the most important piece of the show. I'm so worried that you. I'm not worried. I hope you fail this roll because man, I'm gonna get interesting. So you take 2d6. I'll get our inspiration.
Are you?
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, no.
I rolled the exact same thing.
Actually, you only take 4 points.
15.
So on a good note. On a bad note, you're like, what are you guys getting ready to do then? Leave? Is there anything else you're trying to get from here? Or is it like, let's get to Weehan? Or are you going out the back door even though you're told not to?
No, I said, should we go to the hut? That's what I said.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I'd love to stay here and just explore everything, but we are pressed for time. I'm not sure how long Weehan's going to wait.
So you all mount up. Axe out door. He's like, thank you for visiting the Den of Antiquities. You're always welcome back as friends of Green Shield. And as the door shuts, you lose his voice as it shuts itself because he can't talk on the outside. As you mount up, get ready to go and start riding. The camera cuts back. I'd like everyone to wave goodbye tonight for our Dragonlance minute as my sleight of hand roll was a 25 and I have the key.
I'm so screwed.
Wait, no, is that the Vanawave? I need the Vanawave. So, anyone have anything special going on this week besides being short a key?
Yeah.
I am not doing well.
So tomorrow I'm gonna be a mermaid. If you need your brain to just go burr dopamine for a little bit after this, so
not-
I'll be playing in a Siren Squad one shot over on
Safer
Fen
than
Gamer
dragons.
Party. Yeah,
Nice.
and we'll be joined by Kelly Dawson as well.
Oh no.
So
the
very,
shirt whipping
very-
grandma.
Oh yeah, but this
Troublemaker.
time we're mermaids. Let's go. And then I intend to do some more streaming over on my channel on
Awesome.
Twitch, Ali_Capwn. Finish up some Fuckboy Mountain, and we have
It's
a
not
game.
even what it's called.
It should be.
Look,
It is
Look.
now.
I don't even know what the game is. I don't need to know.
Neither do
Fuckboy
I.
Mountain's a much better name.
we've adapted some Fuckboy Sonas for it. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend.
What game is it?
Quarry. Yeah.
Okay, so the quarry. All right. Anything else for you?
Probably home brewery on Thursday and Sunday Ambrica.
Awesome. Oh, Drew. What do you got going on? You're back, you're working, you're playing a lot of Diablo. We got our patch today. Druids and barbarians don't suck as much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, they were the worst characters in the game. So, what,
I mean, I've been enjoying mine. That's
I don't
what
know.
I've been
I watch you not do the damage that a fucking sorcerer or necromancer does. What do you have going on?
Well, it's true. I'm going a straight werewolf build. That's
Sucks.
basically it. I'm playing Diablo right now a little bit on Twitch. I enabled drops, so if
Yeah.
into
3
the
hours
drops
to get
thing.
a fucking drop for Diablo.
I know. And you can't do more than 3 hours on the same channel. Like you have to mix, like you have to switch it up.
It's so annoying.
But I don't know if it works if you refresh. the
Are you
screen
doing-
after you get the first one?
I don't know. Are you doing spoopy games?
This week. That's what I was just gonna check.
It's either yes or no. It's not a Rockstar. Right?
Well, no, that's the thing.
It's just an answer. You either are or you aren't.
Probably.
All right, so possibly
Tony,
some spoopy games. It's only
one
been
of
like
my,
20 years.
I know. One of my best friends is leaving town. They're moving.
Didn't he
and
just move out there?
During the pandemic, he's been here for 3 years.
That's not that long. I mean, I guess
Ridiculous.
it's long out there.
Which, if you want to know who I'm talking about, if you watch Barry, he was the guy speaking Spanish in the scene that I was in on Barry.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. He was on Barry. Anything else for
Yeah.
you before I switch to Hagen?
That's it.
Cool, bye. Hagen, what do you have going on? Nope, I already cut you off, motherfucker.
You don't
don't
need
worry,
to
you'll
switch
find
to
out.
Hagen because Hagen's got nothing going on.
Nothing going on. Well,
No,
this
I know I keep saying life gets in the way, but
Life keeps
seriously,
getting in the
it
way.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's in the way. So now that we have like 2 weeks till the next show, I will pinky promise that I'll have a design ready for.
I'll be doing a bunch of play
our
testing
next
those
show.
2 weeks. That's what I'm doing. Next show shirt, is it going to be a key that turns invisible? All right. Oh, Mallory. It's just a blank shirt. Todd said it's just a blank shirt with an outline, a chalk outline. Yeah. So, Mallory, what do you got going on? I know you got your new show that started on Mondays. You did your second episode.
I did. It was wonderful. So I'm having a ton of fun with that. Our third episode is this coming Monday.
Okay.
So that's really fun. I actually do not have any more streams this week, which is very odd for me. So I'm going to be writing and catching up on all the other things that I usually do.
Go back
when
and watch
I
Monday's
have a list.
episode, and all this will make a lot more scary
Oh.
sense.
No, don't worry. I will be. Tomorrow, probably.
Well, bring everybody back on here to wave goodbye. Say bye, everybody, for the Dragonlance minute. What did you ask,
Bye,
Drew? You had a
everybody.
question. What was it? About the key?
I was curious.
So,
If,
the end of the show, thank you so much for joining us today. Drew's question can wait till next show, because I don't want him to know. And there may not even be a secret time after this, other than what color is Mallory's character painted in? Is it a solid color? Because the woman's blind. How good can it look? I'm just saying. Blind painting. Yeah. Have you seen their art? Some are great. Other ones, still trying hard. So, besides that, on this side, over here, will be the bell to click. To follow us, to join the shows, to be a part of what's going on, and then on this one will be a video to watch. Remember to click the bell. We're trying to get to 500 so we can be a partner with YouTube now. And I will answer Drew's question. You wanted to know where the key went. Is that what you asked? Oh, I took it off a person. I watched you all look at it as you looked at it and you identified it and you put it in a pocket to get out of there, and then I took it. So with that, I take the key. I go to the nearest door. He puts it in, turns it, opens it, and goes into Weehan's shop. Weehan Yeah, Weehan. So I felt bad you weren't on the episode a lot, but when you walk into your shop, there is a silver draconian raiding your shop right now. Your helpers are on the ground, blown into pieces. And he is searching this place for something when you walk in the door. And we will start our episode with you fighting this thing by yourself. Bye, everybody. That's the best look I've seen. Weehan has lost a mother. It's just a good night. Just a good night.
I took off my feathers already, Eric. I took off my feathers.
Yeah, you got home. You took your feathers off. You hung them up, and here